Uh-oh.
The recording is now going. I don't edit my recordings either, because why, when I have all kinds of fun things happening. And then Twitch is initiating right now, so we'll get that as soon as it finds a server. Just all sit here and wait on it. It's trying to figure it out. Come on, Twitch, do the thing.
I'm watching us, and I'm watching.
Yeah, and there's about a 30-second delay between when it connects and then it's live streaming, so keep that in mind. And hey, we're live! Check it out, guys! Welcome to our second once a month at the top of the order game. I am Hallie, your DM. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, or this evening, or whatever time it is in whatever part of the world you are from, because I have a lovely group of wonderful people from all over the planet, and we are going to get together to play some goddamn D&D!
Yeah.
At the top of the order is designed for new players, so my little disclaimer will say at the beginning of these games is always going to be just please be patient with us. Understand that the storylines may be a little bit shorter than a typical game. We're probably going to go a little bit slower. Some folks have some experience, some have no experience. I wanted to be able to offer this kind of opportunity to folks. If I'd had this kind of thing available when I started playing 5e, really tabletop role-playing games in general, several years ago when I started, I would have been over the moon, and I wanted to try to kind of pay it forward. So, real quick, you are watching us live on Twitch, on our channel, Small Terrible Dragonborn. That is our regular campaign. Yes, the acronym spells STD because my players are amazing. Ignore my Discord that I'm going to need mute here for a second, because now all of this stuff is happening all over the place. So, what we will do is we'll do player and character intros, and then we're going to get rolling. So, just from the order that you see on the bottom of my screen, we're going to start with James. James, introduce yourself and your character, please.
Hey, I'm James. I've been in these things before, still a terribly new player. I'm an author based in England. You can find me on social on J.R. Wilson Writing everywhere. I'll pop it in the Twitch chat when I can be bothered. And I'm playing Spark, who I did have and has vanished. I should really memorise my own characters at this point. Spark is a Lightfoot halfling and a wild magic sorcerer, so this could get fun.
Yeah, that's so much fun. Yeah, I love wild magic. I'm gonna need to get that chart out because that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
For those of you who are brand new to D&D or maybe have never played a sorcerer, sorcerers are, I like to call, the interesting children of of the player class. So James has some interesting little tricks up his sleeve, including, do you get meta magic at first level, or does that come later?
I have the lucky skill, which means I get to re-roll stuff, and with me being a halfling, I get to re-roll more stuff, so I am great.
Okay, so next on the list, unfortunately we don't have cameras for a lot of folks, so is Kelly. Tell us where we can find you if you're so inclined, and who you're playing.
My name is Kelly. I'm from Iceland, and this will be my very first D&D game. But I'm fighting. Yeah, my character is Turgur. He is a hill dwarf fighter.
Yeah, hill dwarf fighter.
Close and personal.
Heck yeah, tank style. I got my order mixed up, so we'll do that was Kelly, and then we'll do Gabriel.
So hi, I'm Gabriel. I've been here before already, so welcome back to all the ones that know me. I'm playing Ty, a halfling stout monk, a stout halfling, whatever you say.
We have two littles in the party, two halflings. This is going to be interesting.
Tower
formation.
They're going to go into tower formation. This could be interesting. Okay, Willow, go for it.
Okay, hi guys. I'm usually known here as Willow because a lot of people can't probably pronounce my actual name, Vitlimei. But I'm also from Iceland, and I happen to be Kelly's older sister. And this is going to be my second time playing. I did a little bit with Murder Hub Inc. In the middle of the night one time, at my time at least. It wasn't that at the other places. But I'll be playing a tiefling rogue named Alaria.
Ooh, yay! That's actually how I met Willow, was through Murder Hobo, because we played in the same game, so, which was chaos and fun all at the same time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sorry guys, I gotta mute this thing because it is being annoying. There we go. Okay. And then, last but certainly not least, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm Lucas, and I'm from Norway. This is my first time playing D&D, and I will be playing a half-elf bard called Yanari. So yeah.
I apologize. I have already mentioned this to all of them, but I am, as you can probably tell from my accent, American, and Americans are terrible at pronouncing a lot of other names. So, if I butcher something, just be gentle with me, please. I am not kidding. My command of the English language sometimes isn't even great, so this could be fun. So, again, welcome everyone. We really appreciate you hanging out with us today. If you have questions or anything, go ahead and pop into the Twitch chat. Say hello. I'm actually going to throw Twitch over here onto my other screen. Now that I have two screens, yay. I can see everything.
Finally.
I know, it took long enough. Hi to everyone watching. What's up, guys? And so we are going to get started. Just out the gate, does anyone have any immediate questions?
Should we be having our names from our characters down there? In the down left side?
That's a great question. You can do that over in the settings button on the right-hand side, and this is a good tutorial for Roll20 too, if you're thinking about playing online with other people. There's a settings button, and you guys can see it on my screen. I hit this little gear on the right-hand side, and display name, you can change that to your character. And you'll see that James already done so.
Where?
And so has Gabriel. So you can change that over there and hit save, and it'll see. I just switched mine to have DM in parentheses, which I should have done.
Wait, you're the DM?
Oh no! No one told me.
It is everything.
Oh shit! Also, it is 2 p.m. where I'm from. I'm day drinking, so and we have already had a house ruled. Cursing's fine. I curse like a crazy person. Cursing's fine. We make no sexual jokes. We won't make any innuendos or anything to make anyone comfortable. This is an inclusive space. I myself am part of the LGBT community. I expect other people to be respectful. I'm not worried about these guys at all. But just know that if you're not cool with that, get the fuck out of my Twitch channel right now. Cool.
Woo.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully that got rid of anybody who's an asshole. All right. Okay, so here you guys are. The Wizard's Tower Brewing Company. Cheers, everyone. Is a craft brewery known for its hoppy summer ales. And this is the brewing company. It is in dire need of help from a band of reliable, affordable adventurers, which would be all of you.
We do affordable work.
You're affordable?
Yes, you are. You found the posting in a tavern a couple of towns away, and you decided that it looked like a fairly easy one. The job is asking for you to come in and help rid the cellar where they store the beer of some pests. You're thinking, how hard can that be, right? So, you know that you are to go to the Wizard's Tower Brewery. It's only a couple hours walk away. And you're to ask for a man named Glowkindle. He is the owner. And I will put that over in the Roll20 chat for you. That's who you're looking for, is the spelling. You've asked around a little bit before you set off on the road. And you heard a couple of things about the Wizard's Tower. You know it by reputation. They are known for their fine beers.
I like it.
Glowkindle's a little bit of an interesting character himself, which kind of makes sense. He might have been sniffing too many hops. You don't know. I don't know. It's fantasy beer. I don't know.
Oh god.
And you spoke to a couple of innkeepers, a couple people around town, including a few beer aficionados, who let you know that you absolutely want to go there to try to help them out, because if they're not able to brew their fine summer ale, everyone will be sad, and you might even get some free drinks and pay out of it. So wouldn't that be great?
Free drinks.
Finally.
The only thing I understood.
Free booze, woohoo! So you guys pick your stuff and you set off on the road. Before we get to the Wizard's Tower, is there anything you guys want to do? You guys all know each other. You've traveled with each other before. Not super extensively, but enough that I can see Lucas now. Hi.
Yay!
Yay! Woohoo! So, if there's anything you want to do, again, I encourage roleplay in all of my games, but especially in these new games. Everyone that I've run into just kind of has a knack for it, because we're all nerds and geeks and fantasy fans or video gamers or whatever it might be. So please, by all means, if there's anything you want to say or do before we arrive at the Wizard's Tower Brewing Company, you are welcome to it.
Does my character have an idea what type of creature could be down there?
Why? How about this? Because that's a very, very good question, Kai. Why don't everybody roll an investigation check for me? Investigation is a D20. One of these bad boys, a dodecahedron. A D20
11.
plus your investigation skill.
I rolled a 5.
5.
I went 11.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I rolled a 20.
Oh shit!
What?
One of us is smart.
Amazing.
One of us is
Can you not?
One of us
I'm
is surprised. One of us is surprised.
What was that, Lucas?
I am not sure how I roll.
Okay, so do you have a dice roller?
No, I don't have dice.
Okay, no, I'd like a online dice roller.
No.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, and this is a good. I'm just gonna put into a search engine D&D dice roller, and there are lots that come up. Wizards actually has a really easy one to use. I'm gonna put that over in the Roll20 chat for you. There you go. And then with your character sheet, when you click on that link, your character sheet in the... Why do I not have a physical character sheet? Are you kidding me? Bad DM.
What a DM.
Oh no! Here you go. That's what I was looking for. We'll use my my blood hunter, my drow blood hunter here. She's one of my favorites. Good old Misery. So for all of you who are new, character sheets look a lot like this. Over on this left-hand side, next to the large 6 numbers that are your stats, is a line of ability scores. And there's an investigation score in there. So whatever you roll, Lucas, on your D20, you then take that result on the D20, and you add your investigation score to that for a total.
Okay.
Yeah. So I also really, really like starting you guys out at first level, because then you're not getting into crazy math where you're like, plus 12 billion! I'm a rogue with 28 stealth.
And 70,000 stealth sneak attack damage.
Exactly,
Whatever.
yeah.
You roll like 3 dice or something at level
I
5?
have already forgotten what you said.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
So go ahead and...
Investigation?
So what was your D20 result?
7.
7. Plus, again, over in that, along those 6 major scores, there's a big line of scores that start with athletics. Investigation's in there, so then add 7 plus whatever your investigation number says.
0, so 7.
7, okay. Very good. You guys are first level. So, with a 20, Alaria, you kind of went off, being a rogue anyways, you went off on your own a little bit and started just poking around and see what you could find out. The rumor and you talked to one tavern owner who was particularly gleeful because he's a competitor of the Wizard's Tower Brewing Company. He heard that they got some kind of rat problem in their cellar.
Oh.
A what?
Rats. Big ones.
That's not
Poopy
sanitary.
rats.
Rodents. Who like to chew through barrels and make a mess and poop everywhere.
I hope they don't poop on my staff.
Ooh.
I hope they don't poop in my beer.
This is
Wait.
a concern.
Bark, you're going bottom then. I don't want to get bitten by with a tower of halflings.
Halfling power. Oh my god.
I just whack him with my stick from up top. We got an idea already. We're good. We're done.
I hit it. So Alaria was able to find a little bit of that out for you all, and so you're making some little plans and that kind of. Oh no, we lost Willow's audio and video. No, come back.
Okay,
This-
I'm good. I'm back. I'm back.
Hey, welcome
Hey.
back after 2 seconds.
Yeah, I just saw like, oh no, what happened? And I had to just
No.
refresh everything.
Roll 20, fix your shit. I
But
love you.
apparently, I was poking around and I was talking to a competitor.
Oh.
Oh. What did you find
Don't
out?
worry.
I
Rats.
don't
Yes. You found
That's
out.
That's
Yes.
how it goes.
You did. You talked to a competing kind of like a tavern and brewery owner and found out that the rumor is that the Wizard's Tower Brewing Company is plagued by lard rats.
I put my beer down.
None of that, please. I did not ask for the ale with rodent droppings. Thank you very much.
That's probably where all the
It's fine.
flavor comes from, though.
That's a spice.
It's
a
you
good
brew it. You
spice.
brew it in a barrel lined with rat dung. It's the way it works.
It's a special reserve ale. Gross.
Only for dwarves.
I pick it up reluctantly and start sipping. It's not bad.
It's not bad. There's a little bit of nutmeg in there. You're not sure.
Some small balls in there.
It comes with chewables.
Oh no! No! Not even 20 minutes in, and they're breaking me already. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
That's what the 10 minutes in.
I no, this is, and I think this is a good thing to point out. At this stage, they haven't even done anything. They've made one roll, and if your table isn't having a good time, whatever that good time looks like for you guys, then out, just get out, because it's not worth the stress. And quite honestly, if everyone's not having a good time, like most of these folks have never met each other. We're all in different countries. James and Gabriel have played together before. I've played with Willow before. A couple of these other folks are brand new for me. They're new for everybody else, and they're already breaking everybody. So it's a good thing to point out, because I think a lot of the stress and strain on games comes from that. Like, oh God, what if we don't get along? Well, guess what? If you're not an asshole, I think you'll be okay. It's not that difficult to just be decent. So anyways, I'll get off my soapbox.
I just saw here I have a lot in acrobatics. I would like to do a celebratory backflip.
Roll acrobatics for me.
Can I join them?
Yes.
D20 plus D20 result plus your acrobatics skill.
That's a natural one.
That fails.
Don't worry, I got it. 22.
22!
Yes.
You actually, so this is beautiful. Acrobatics is another one of those skills. If you're new to character sheets, in the skills box over here, it's based off your dexterity score. And I one of these days I will record an entire thing on how to just fill one of these bad boys out, because it can be very terrifying early on. So with that, who rolled the one? Was it Kelly?
I did, yeah.
Oh no! Okay, that's what I thought. You and Gabriel have the same tone in your voice, so I just wanted to make sure I didn't mess you guys up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Never ever. Durger, you start to backflip and you slip on a puddle, and Ty just kind of reaches out and gently catches you, and then does his own backflip.
With me. In his arms.
Yeah, 22, hell yeah.
Don't worry, I got you.
Can everyone else just clap for the effort?
It's like I'm applauding
Like,
and
you said
Spawn.
it for effort.
Yeah, Yanari too. He's just yeah. Good effort.
Let's just forget this happened.
I look tight deep in his eyes and I say softly, "Put me down."
Throw him out.
Then go back to my drink.
No problem.
They're gonna need more drinks now.
Apparently, yeah. There's a little bit of
Yes.
ale on the ground, you know.
Got you.
What you wobbles.
I was being nice and all, and then you just... I remember this, okay? Just keep this in mind.
It's not you, it's me.
That's not how it works.
The monk will remember this.
I'm a complicated dwarf.
Deep
can't go
emotions
back.
there.
Yes.
All the
Connecting
feels.
with your inner woman.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's amazing. I needed it until right now, apparently. Okay, yeah, back on track. So, this is what I love about D&D. You just go, you don't stay on one line. So you guys eventually follow the directions you've been moving. And you follow an old dirt road that winds its way up to this low hill. And as you near it, on top of the hill is a large stone and wood building that you see before you. Come into view. There are barns out back and off to the side. And the door is painted bright red. And there is a sign hanging above it that says the Wizard's Tower Brewing Company for the freshest pint in the realm.
Let's see about that.
Challenge has been issued.
Yeah, I'm just bouncing up and down excited, like, yeah, go in, go on! Just with sparks, just go...
Yeah, we can't do anything before we like get the taste first.
It's part of
Collateral.
the negotiating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spark is just X 2.0.
I'm just mumbling about that backflip. I will do it, you guys. It will happen.
One day. Maybe.
Taxi, I backflip out of it.
So, the door is shut. There are lights on. You can see candles glowing in the windows. You do hear the slight murmur of multiple voices inside. Sounds like they're doing a hefty business.
Well, Yanare just go straight for the doors and knock.
Okay.
I shout loudly, "We're here for free beer!"
I just hide.
I'm here for the money actually, but yeah, sure, free beer.
There you
Yes.
go. Why
I'll
not?
just hide behind him. I'm scared.
You start to knock, Yanare, and just as your fist meets the wood of the door swings open, and two people, a human and a gnome, who are kind of clutching each other, and they're drinking, singing. They stumble out past you. That's some good beer, and they wander off down the road. And you're like, oh dear God, why?
It's Eggs. He's back.
Eggs
I
is
like
back. There you go. All right, so we've actually
Absolutely.
switched to a map, as you can see here.
Nice.
One of the cool things that Roll20 allows you to do is have these really amazing maps. Shout out to Immersive Battle Maps that just ended the Kickstarter not too long ago, and I got some really cool maps from them, so I wanted to use this one for sure. You guys have control of your token. Sorry about that, Ilaria. There's your name. There it is. Yeah, you can move yourself around. Every square on here represents 5 feet. That does not matter while we are not in battle. So you are free to move about as you will, the door is open. And you do happen to, as you step inside, see a younger gnome. Long blonde hair. He's got like little beads and jewels tied in the ends of his hair. Wearing very fine leathers and silks with a cloak. Draped very fashionably over one shoulder. He's cuts a very roguish figure. And he smiles at all of you and he says, "Ha ha! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Wizard's Tower Tavern, Inn, and Brewing Company. I am Glowkindle." And he bows. "How might I be of service?"
Free beer.
He says,
That's everything you can say.
"I do happen to have a tasting table out right now if you would like to sample our hoppy summer ales."
I go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He walks
Where is
you
it?
over to these tables that are up here. They've just recently been abandoned. Some people have walked away. The tasting table is actually quite generous. There are like half-size cups, like half of this size, which mine is gone, which is sad. Full of different colors of ales. There's a red ale. There's a golden ale. There's one that looks like a nutty brown ale. And there's one that's a strange, slightly bluish color.
I down the blue one immediately. I'm just dancing about, going, quest, beer, quest, beer, quest, beer.
I start dancing the same thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the brown one.
The nutty brown ale.
Yeah.
I'll take the golden.
Okay.
Yanari just stands back and just looks at this mess of people he's gathering with.
What have I done?
Yeah, what
Mario stands next to Yanari and be like, "Yeah, weren't
Yeah.
we here for something?"
Yeah.
To drink free ale.
I shout very loudly at Alaria. Come! Join us! It's free!
Yeah, not according. According to the rumors, I'm not really into it.
It's chewables!
No.
Take the brown one. That's the one, according to rumors.
Wait, hold on a second. I need, actually,
Oh god, no.
Spark!
Oh, no.
I rolled for it. It was totally random. It's based on the die roll. So Spark and Durga, as you guys are inspecting the bottoms of your glasses, there is something down there.
Chewables.
I kind of looked at it and just go, rat beer, rat beer, rat beer, rat beer.
I would
just
like to
laugh.
invest.
I don't have it. I'm good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're not sure what's in the... It looks kind of like a whole piece of nutmeg.
Awesome.
Yanari
It's a
just
freebie.
backs up a little bit more, just stays away in case of danger.
I finish my beer and investigate what's at the bottom.
You don't even have to roll for that. It looks like the tiniest bag of spices that maybe they forgot to take out of the cask.
But I
Okay.
still don't trust it.
I don't even want to know what's in the others. I just.
Can I pick it up and smell it?
You can make a perception check.
Yes, I'm proficient.
D20 plus perception skill.
That's a 21.
Ooh, mama! Okay, so just so that all of you watching and those of you playing know that we do a lot of rolls for these types of things based on a dodecahedron and a 20. And low rolls, obviously, are not great. 10 is the average. 15, great. 20, fantastic. Anything beyond a 20 is like, yeah, you're super good at that. And 20 with 21. Yeah, it smells a little bit. You've got the barest touch of basil. There's a little bit of rosemary in there. It smells like cinnamon. And just a shaving maybe of nutmeg.
So not rat poop. Not
Nope.
at all.
No
I
poop.
just can't hear the word
Okay.
nutmeg anymore.
Okay,
I
okay.
know, right.
I take a deep breath of it, then I throw it at Alaria.
No, we're gonna roll for that because that's funny.
Oh.
So what is your dexterity score?
3. 16.
16. I was
yeah.
going to spit. It was actually 3. 3's the modifier. Okay, no, your
Yeah.
dex is pretty good. Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier for me.
That's a natural 20.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Really wanted to hit her.
Yes, you did. Natural 20 is unbeatable. Alaria, as
Can I try to dodge it?
oh boy. You
Only if you roll natural 20, I
could.
think.
Yeah, that's the problem is a nat 20, like, it's impossible to beat that. But I'll let you make the roll. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check. D20 plus your acrobatics skill.
Okay. And that's 5.
It just hits you wetly in the back of the
Sweet.
head.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh.
Falls to the floor.
Well, fine. At least it smells nice.
You didn't know.
Yes, I do.
You
Do
thought
now.
it was from rats.
Yeah, but I can tell from the smell it doesn't.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get a little drift of cinnamon off of it. It's like, oh, okay. Spark, at the bottom of yours doesn't look like a bag of spices.
I'm oblivious at this point. I put it down and I'm just still dancing. Just
Fair
go,
enough.
Rat beer, rat beer, rat beer. And then kind of just stop and just go, quest.
Request.
There's always one. Glowcondale actually has run over to all of you. He's like, okay, well then, can we stop with the rat beer thing, please? I'm assuming you're my adventurers.
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
Yes, they are.
Excellent.
Us
Excellent.
idiots is the.
Well,
Yeah.
No worries. I run a tavern. I see people with far worse behavior all the time. Let's just go over here and talk if you don't mind. And he kind of pulls you all to the back room where they store the day's worth of beer, the day's stock of beer.
Yeah, we follow.
I grab a pint
Yes.
and then I go.
He'll allow it. He'll allow it.
You're gonna be so drunk.
Depends
You're
on the
technically thinking that I'm
Constitution
a rat.
score.
Just because I'm small doesn't mean
Minus
that
on
I'm a
every
rat.
dexterity from now on.
Exactly.
No. I have a pretty good constitution. It's fine.
Oh yeah, you're okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So he is like, wonderful. And he kind of drops the act at this point. You can tell that there's showman, Kindle, right? Floor showman who's out there to sell, ale, hey, drunks, you need more ale. And then there's a rather weird-looking gnome who's standing before you going, thank Paylor you are here, because we have a problem. And I need you to take care of it, and if you take care of it today, I will pay you double.
Oh,
How can we say no to that?
yeah,
Done.
we
Where?
will do it.
Alaria's eyes are almost as big as a doubloon.
There you go. Says, I know that the advertisement said 50 gold per, but I am willing to pay 100 gold per, and especially if you, I will even throw an extra plus all the beer you can drink if you can
Done.
plug
Challenge.
the hole that these rats have crawled out of. And yes, it is rats, and yes, I know it's disgusting. It's just, please don't say anything else on the floor.
Wait. We just have
That's
to plug the
already
hole.
too late.
You have killed
I'm
rats.
sorry, but that's already too late.
Find their nest and get rid of it.
Okay, done.
We
done.
can do that.
Don't see
Are
serious.
the rats
I mean, yeah,
poisonous?
all of us are pretty small.
Or don't you know that?
As far as I know, they're not. I had some workmen down there. This started about, a week and a half ago. They were digging out extra room in the cellar because we've been ramping up production of the summer ale because that's the one that always sells the most. And they uncovered this old wall. It didn't look like the walls, of the rest of the brewery. And they got curious, they knocked a hole in the wall, and then they got attacked, and they say, by rats the size of large dogs.
Oh,
I can ride one of those.
Well,
Ride them.
I'll pay you to ride one of those.
Okay, challenge accepted.
start laying
Oh.
down gold.
no. No.
Yes, it's happening.
It's gonna happen. Don't worry
That's
about
gonna
it.
take an extreme animal handling check.
I'm proficient in animal handling.
Oh shit!
You're.
Spark is gonna do it.
It's happening.
You're gonna come out with a dog sled's worth of giant rats.
We just gotta walk around like the bosses we are.
Oh my
We took care of
gosh.
the whole problem by taming it. Gonna work for you now.
They make the bear now.
We make the beer now. It's just, I can show you where to
I-
go. It's off the kitchen, the cellar's down, and then the hole leading into that they knocked open is down there. I've honestly not been down there since it happened because rats. So
You
Dark
mean
down there?
steeds?
sure, he looks very confused. Why not?
Yeah.
Wait, I wanna know if I need night vision or not, okay? Just
I don't
I had
care.
dark vision.
Sure. Just take care of it for me, please, and I swear I will pay you very generously. And here's an advance. And he hands you a little bag of gold, Sark.
Okay. Okay, let's go, 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 go! Let's go!
Let's go.
oh
Let's
god.
go. Come on, let's go.
He points you to this staircase that you can see, and see I can ping on the map. So there's a dark
Okay.
blue ping that's happening right there. And you can do
Oh,
the
yeah.
same thing. You hold
Yeah.
down your left mouse button. Yep, just like James is doing there. And he tells you down into the larder, and then through another room. All the doors are closed, but they're not locked. And if you hear anything that isn't a humanoid, if it's a rat, just kill it, maybe. And he runs
Or
back
tame it!
No.
in front and goes, I didn't hear that! And he walks out onto the door. Ha ha! Welcome to the Wizard's Tower Brewery!
Full of rats!
It's fucked up. No, he didn't hear you. Okay. So you have a direction. You know you just need to go down the staircase, down a couple flights of stairs.
I go
let's
to
go.
I go to
Let's go.
Spark, shake his hand, and say, "We have an agreement."
Let's go tame
Have an
some
agreement.
rats.
Rats!
Rats.
We gotta tame all of them.
You guys are going to become your own sideshow here.
No.
I have rope, I have animal handling,
I mean, if
and I
this
have
kid
electricity.
fails, they
I'm
can have
fine.
that sideshow.
What are you gonna do to it? You're gonna shock therapy it?
Yeah. And I have a stick, I can just poke it around. Or like slap it until it does what we want to.
Oh no.
We have plan. Every plan is a good plan at this point.
Yeah. At
Half
this
our
point,
company is going to get killed by rats.
No,
But it's
we're
going
gonna
on.
write
That's
them.
fine.
Not 10 minutes into the basement and people
We're going in. We're going in as 5 people, 5 people, and we're coming out as 16 with all the rats. Okay.
Yes.
We're just gonna come out with an army of full of rats.
Guys, we can
Take
call
them
the
all.
company Pied Piper.
Oh god.
Well, I don't have a flute. I have a lyre, but I think we can make it work.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm into it.
Make it work.
I know it. Whatever you want to do. For those of you who have never played or seen a D&D game, this is what D&D looks like, y'all. Chaos. I love it so much. The other thing Glow Kindle does tell you before you head downstairs is that actually the brewery took its name from the old actual Wizard's Tower that used to be on site.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
he
yeah.
suspects that maybe that old wall that was found down there was part of the original foundation, and the rats have just made their way through there. And if that's the case, kill the rats. He'll brick up the wall. All done. Not a problem. That would be boring, but he doesn't know. So
Wonder, is there
Go
a
in.
chance that there might be like magical traps down here? Or with the wall? Like some magic stuff?
You can
how-
check.
I
How
don't think
dark
I am
is
the
down in the cellar?
we're all talking and discussing, and Sparks just kind of gets bored and barrels down the staircase.
Oh no!
no.
Oh, come on!
I just run behind because I know
I join.
Okay.
I run
I just
behind.
run after to watch out for them.
Oh
like,
no!
I need my tower.
But I'm
Large
standing like
size
here.
just goes down regularly.
I'm running after them just to like see that they don't do anything stupid. So
Okay.
I'm standing on the top of the stairs there.
Okay.
Is it wrong that I see a barrel full of beer to my left?
You see lots of barrels down here.
Oh, no.
A lot of
Control
them.
You know, guys,
Okay.
if we do this and don't drink the beer now, we might get the beer later.
Point. Good point.
And then we don't
I'm
get
not-
arrested for taking the bear.
Wait.
Then we just get the bear.
Let me just say this. I can say there was a rat in
No.
front
No.
of that barrel, and I kind of smashed it, and it would be a waste if I didn't. You know.
But there wouldn't be any blood around it. We need to
No.
like make it seem like it happened.
That's right, Ty. Go cut yourself right there.
They're
I don't
staging
have a knife.
crime scene. Oh my god.
I have a stick.
I hand him my axe.
That's way too big for me.
Can I also make a Dungeons and Dragons question at this point?
Uh-huh.
Can I choose to cast spells without any damage, or if a spell component involves damage, do I have to deal it?
Yeah, you have to deal it.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's what spells are kind of well. It is a structure. You have access to some stuff that other casters don't, but at first level, it's very minimum. So I always allow for things called shots. For melee and ranged weapons, where if you don't want to kill someone, you can say, nope, I don't want to kill him, I don't want to, XYZ. So I would say if you're talking about cantrip,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, with those two arguing about how to steal the beer, I wanted to use Shocking Grasp on both of them to just go, focus! But it's a fairly high damage spell. I'm
It
very
is.
special high damage, and I don't want to damage them. So instead, can I just fire a ray of frost on the ground in front of
Yeah,
Lysar?
you could
Just go,
definitely do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Focus.
Just ice all of a sudden on the ground.
Wow.
You say focus and you're the one running around, jumping around like a madman.
Yes, on rats. I'm focused on rats. Not beer, rats. We go get the rats. Rats.
Yeah.
Ow.
So
We need to get the
Okay,
rats. So we
let's
get
go
the
get
free
rats.
bear and don't steal the bear.
Fine.
So you guys are kind of not arguing but discussing things. Alaria, from your vantage point, and Nari too, from your vantage point on the stairs, you do see over in the corner, it looks like they tried to partially cordon off this hole where all of this dust and sand is, and there are two dead, regular-sized rats on the ground.
Maybe
Oh.
they're just lying, like when people say that they found a spider, and they're like, oh my god, it was so big, and then it was just teeny tiny. Maybe it's like that.
Makes our job
But
easier.
they're just small rats, but people are like saying they're big rats.
We just kill a lot of small rats and say like, oh my god, they were giant. Give us all the gold.
I like it. That's good.
I would say maybe let's go check it out to see why they're dead.
Yeah.
Is any who
Let's.
who is smart?
I just go past them and over to like the dead rats.
Oh god.
Okay.
And
I kind
I
of follow behind.
check on
like,
them. Can I do like an investigation check on them?
Yes, you may. So D20 plus your investigation skill. For those of you who are new, investigation versus perception. Perception is your kind of situational awareness and your surrounding awareness, whereas investigation, which is what Yanari is doing, is actively looking for information.
Let's see. 14.
14. Very good. Yeah, you actually, the one in front, and they were hard to see, and only you and Alaria really saw them because of your vantage point. Over in the shadows
Okay.
here, the one right in front of you on this square, its head has been removed from its body.
Okay.
And
what
as you get its head, it's been decapitated, and as you get a better look at it, you notice that it's also been basically gutted. It's been eaten.
Oh
Can
god,
I
do we
see
have
what
cannibal
has
rats
eaten
here?
it? Like if it was like a bigger rat, or
The bloody mess in front of you is hard to tell, but the one behind it is a little more whole. It looks like it has teeth marks in it.
okay. So they were killed most likely by bigger rats. Uh, Fun. And I just tell the others like, the small rats was killed by bigger rats. Maybe.
Alpha rats. Alphas.
Naming.
Can I investigate the gutted rat a little bit further?
What are you looking for specifically?
It's like, how was it gutted? Like, was it gutted with a knife, or was it actually a rat that actually, used its claws or teeth to gut it, or?
Okay. Do you have a good score in either medicine or nature?
That I do not.
Okay, fair enough. What is your intelligence modifier versus your wisdom modifier?
I have 14 in intelligence and 8 in wisdom.
We will definitely take the 14 in intelligence then. So go ahead and roll an intelligence check, d20 plus that 2 modifier in intelligence.
Yep. And that's 12.
12. Easy enough.
Yep.
Yeah, this does not look like any kind of mark of weapon or a blade. It looks like serrated teeth. You see actual gnaw marks on the tiny rib cage of the regular-sized rat. And it is missing several organs.
Nice.
Oh god.
So where the patch of yellow is where the hole is, right?
Yes,
Or
that's where they tried to at least brick it up a little bit. But you can
Are there-
actually see through some gaps in the wall leading into darkness beyond.
how
Can we
big
go
was
into the-
hole?
Can we all fit through?
You would have to... Someone's going to have to shoulder check that wall a little bit.
I'm going.
The door's like, I got it.
Free beer, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna boulder us the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and let's just do a strength check for me. Or actually do athletics. So d20 plus your athletic skill.
14.
14. Easy enough. The wall gives like it wasn't even there. You almost kind of tumble through for a second. You were expecting more resistance. And you now can actually see that ahead of you. You're all, yeah, even the humanoid, the regular sized people, you guys are fine to be able to. Alaria might have to duck a little bit to get her horns through there, but it won't be a big deal. It's very dark beyond the hole, and you immediately get hit with cool, stale air. And off about 50 feet ahead of you, I think, I don't think the halflings have dark vision, right?
I don't think so. I just wanted to light a torch right now since we're inspecting it.
And the healer, you're a half elf, right?
Well, I have dark vision.
Okay.
Yeah, so has
Just gonna check it
Okay.
right now
So
to be sure.
Anybody with dark vision, you can see ahead a little bit that this immediately turns into like natural rock formation into a cave that dips down. Like a rough pathway down. And it is lit off in the distance by what look like luminescent fungi of some kind.
I have stone cunning. Can I do a history check?
Yes, you may. D20 plus your history plus your proficiency.
I just have a quick question. Does the torch help a little bit with seeing what's in front of us? Like,
Yes, it would illuminate. It would illuminate in a, we'll say, with a torch in a 15-foot radius.
so, yeah, I'll just let you do it first. Sorry.
Sorry.
It-
it is
Does it
12.
go like down?
It goes down.
Like-
yeah.
So I can't like see anything moving.
You would have to move forward a little bit. to be able to see
Okay,
if
I
there's
go
anything.
in front of them to
Okay.
see if I.
With a
Anything.
12 on the stone cutting is a dwarven race aspect. Every race in D&D has their own abilities, and their own adjustments to scores and that kind of thing. Dwarves have stone cutting, like Durder does. And with a 12, you said 12?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 12, yeah, this... It... Clearly, these tunnels were either made or used. It is all natural rock beyond here. So where this goes, you're not sure. But it definitely has the feel of, like, someone didn't dig this for... It's not like it's a giant worm or something that's down here that's going to obliterate you.
At least I hope so.
It probably was just an old rock formation at one point. It doesn't look
Like just-
dangerous.
Yeah.
Not
Guys, we're
particularly.
cool. It's fine.
So, I'm gonna move you guys. Maps! All the maps! You guys can kind of
Spooky.
reposition yourselves. Why didn't Spark copy over? What the heck?
Oh,
Oh
was
no, there's
kind-
everybody
Oh
now.
god. I'm twice! Tower of
What's
Halfling!
happening?
You've been duplicated! Oh dear god!
I'm a rogue now.
What the heck? I don't know why
Uh,
Spark didn't... Sorry about that.
I probably was a little bit in front because of the torch, so...
Okay, yeah, you guys can move yourselves around. It's just the way it copies over.
There's so many of me.
Oh no!
Oh god, no. One spark is enough.
Oh
I can hear the going rats.
Every time
There
I bring
is
it up the rage,
there is a slight, definitely a slight glow. There are mushrooms growing in some of the corners. You have to. These are isometric grids. They are top down that you're looking at. So these areas here that are black are actually just large stones that are sticking straight up or kind of off to the side in the air. So you won't be able to move through those spaces, but you can move around.
I
Okay.
got 60 feet dark vision. Can I see anything?
So handy dandy little ruler.
With my torch as well, so he should have a little bit better vision.
So your dark vision
Yeah.
goes out in that
Responding.
direction.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I also have 60 feet.
Yeah, a torch is going to catch you, in a 15-foot-ish radius. You don't. You do. Actually, Yunara, who's up front, make a perception check for me. D20 plus the perception skill.
Me?
Since he's...
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Since someone's rolling, could I go to the mushrooms and inspect them?
You could,
I was
yes.
just going to try and do the same thing because I have high arcana. So for magical, I might have a chance or something.
Yeah, we can both do it, yeah.
8. Ooh.
8.
8. Oh, no. It's a cave. It's dark. It kind of smells down here. The smell is a little distracting.
Well, what did
Alaria,
you
do you
do?
still have that spice pack?
Does it smell like dead rat?
Does not
No, it's
smell
a
like
floor.
anything dead. It just smells like old cave.
Since they are going that way, I'm going this way.
Okay.
I'm Tunic.
Ty and Spark. Are those? Is that the two people looking at the mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay. They're
Spark
not.
wanted to do magic stuff, and I wanted to just inspect them.
Okay. So, Spark, go ahead and make an Arcana check. D20 plus your Arcana skill. Ty, you can either make investigation or you can do nature.
Well, both of them had the same modifier, so
Oh, so pick one.
let's go. 20.
Ooh.
Not natural. Just the normal 20.
So I've got a 14 on arcana.
14. Okay. They're not magical. However, with what Ty is able to share with you is that this is a very particular type of mushroom that only grows underground. You'd never see this on the surface, and it's actually well known that it thrives in places where decay has happened.
So something must have died here.
The tie, and I just go, is it poisonous?
I don't think it is. Should I try? I don't know.
I know. And then I just grab one and shoot
God.
it in hole. I want to see if I glow.
Like those glowing rabbits that they modified.
A glowing
no.
halfling.
Constitution saving throw incoming.
Part of me was really hoping someone would do this. Dies as soon as you break it off from the whole of the plant. And you feel sad for a second, and then Spark pops it into his mouth, and Ty, as soon as he turns around and he says, I want to glow, you do see the inside of his mouth is glowing a little bit, like a fire.
Oh god. Fuck! Shut down your mouth!
Guys!
No!
I can glow! And I just run out my mouth open with light.
Yep. Just a little bit, and your cheeks are a little
Oh
green.
my god. Think about the pooping afterwards.
Oh god.
This is gonna be great!
Could I try to harvest the mushrooms without destroying the glow? Like, is there some sort of way that I could...
You could do
Probably
that.
nature?
Yeah, it would be another nature check. Are you proficient in that?
No, I'm not.
Okay, just was checking. Go ahead and make that roll. D20 plus your nature
It's
skill.
an 8.
What the shit? You get one stalk off the plant, and then you're like, aww, and because the glow immediately just meow. And
I just
dies.
eat it as well.
You start to glow a little bit.
Yes!
I'm just kind of stood there just going, ah!
No, we at least know
I look at Spark and go, ah!
first.
Now they're going off. Ah, ah, ah.
It's like a siren, just...
Kind of, yeah. And actually, like Durder and Yanar, who are on the other side of the column, you hear them doing this, and all you see are little bursts of green light. Just like...
I shout really loud, is there danger?
I kind of just look at Durfer and just like, I think it's just them being idiots.
We can hear you!
I joined them. When you
Okay.
said that.
Oh yeah, they're glowing.
Eat those mushrooms! Eat those mushrooms, they're cool! Come on, do it!
How in the hell did you do that?
I go
the
here
mushroom.
and just watch them.
I eat every mushroom. I eat the bush.
Wow. They're not poisonous. They actually taste pretty good.
Yes!
Devoured.
Everything is gone.
It's just gone.
Laria is starting to suspect that Turtur only came for the ride for some free beer and free food.
She knows.
I came here for the money, okay?
I don't believe you right now.
I can have fun, okay? Just...
So am I glowing all in the dark right now?
Uh-huh.
Then I lead the way.
We are the light. You shall follow.
Okay.
I continue this way, like
Okay.
on the opposite side from them.
The light shall show you the way.
I am your beacon.
I don't want to be
Follow the beacon.
So I
They are
follow Yanari.
holy.
Okay, so Lara's gonna follow Yanari. You guys are kind of coming around the other sides of this other large rock formation. There's another path.
I just give
mushrooms.
the one I meet, first one I meet, I just give them a high five, just like we came around.
Okay.
Before we continue, could I just check for tracks if they're like rats?
Oh, yes, you
That's somewhere.
could. That is a survival check. So D20 plus your survival skill number.
Okay, wait a minute. That's a 10.
10. And that's an average roll. It's mostly rock down here. A little bit of dirt, and it's almost like a sand-like consistency that you would see at the beach. And there's a little bit of dirt. There's like a couple little piles of it right here before the tunnel leads on. It does look like it's been walked through fairly recently. It's kind of scattered. But there's no discernible track.
Question. Can I persuade Alaria to eat a mushroom?
Yes.
Yes, you could. What
Yes.
would you like to say to Alaria in order to try to do this?
Can't you please eat a mushroom like the rest of them? Just a taste. They seem to taste real good.
Yes.
Yes, they do. Definitely.
Then why aren't you eating it?
I want you to taste it first.
It's amazing.
I can eat one afterwards. Just you first.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh, you gonna do it? Okay.
I don't need to
Sure.
roll.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. I mean, if Alara is willing to do it, then that's fine. Otherwise, if you are the least bit resistant to this Alaria, then there will be a roll off for it.
I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll just go with the
Okay.
flow.
There you go.
Okay. Right.
And this is a really good thing to point out too in these types of situations. DMs handle it in a little bit of different ways. Yanari being a bard, I would have had Yanari roll a. What are your Yanari's pronouns, by the way? I don't want to screw up.
He.
Okay. And same. If I screw up pronouns for any of your characters, just let me know. I certainly don't mean to. I have Yanari roll a persuasion check, which is d20 plus your persuasion skill, and then I would actually have Ilaria roll a wisdom check, which with her 8 would be interesting.
She's very
Yeah.
wise.
Negative modifier. But you never know. The dice do what they do, so that's how I would have handled that situation.
Okay, so I try out the one of the mushrooms.
Yes.
And as it was mentioned, it tastes okay.
It's okay. It's a kind of has a meaty texture, kind of.
Oh.
Think like a
As
large
all-
portobello.
Yeah, as all mushrooms usually are.
Right. So it has that kind of that slightly tougher consistency to it. Tastes like earth,
My favorite.
like cave dirt. Now you know what cave dirt tastes like.
Just like my mommy made me.
Tieflings, man.
Tieflings.
I will not have that kind of interspecies racism in this chat.
I'm sorry.
It's and you guys see Alaria's cheeks kind of glow a little bit.
That's cute.
I shuffle behind Yanari and start singing "One of Us, One of Us."
One of us. One of us.
One of us.
I take a mushroom and I eat it, but just like a
Yes.
tiny little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Teeny
yes.
tiny.
I don't like the fact that just popped up.
What popped
No.
up? I don't know what you're talking about.
Turn order.
What? What is
Oh
that?
no! Oh no! 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 No!
I like sudden realization and I just
Oh god, no.
no.
We're all
What
eating
does
I don't know what
bananas.
that is. We'll talk
What
about
is
that in a second. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys are kind of at the edge of where this cave turns a little bit, and I do need everyone to make perception checks for me. So D20 plus your perception skill.
Okay.
Oh. 6.
5.
8.
Oh,
22.
Yes.
God!
wow.
Finally,
Phew.
someone above a 10. You guys are all you're too, and it's funny because Yanari's the only one who can eat the mushrooms. So you're all like, nah. Yanari's standing up there going, shit, because you hear off in the distance, and like the scrabbling of claws on stone.
I just scream rats and jump back here.
At this
I
point,
take-
can I just scream rats and jump that way?
I say finally and go this way.
Okay.
I take
So-
this side.
I will
Yeah, this side.
actually move you guys onto the appropriate map because
Don't forget the tower.
Can
Yes.
Alaria
Follow the
climb
beacon.
the cave?
you guys can position yourselves where you want. Sorry,
Mark, the
not
tower.
everyone copied over. It does that to me sometimes.
Yes, multiple spells.
Multiple squares. So you guys can
What
move
is
where you want.
happening?
There are 2 times.
Just wait, just a second. Hold on. So move where you want to go. Why are there 2 of you? Oh my god. Okay.
It's the
I
Tower
was
of
wondering, can
Ties.
Alaria climb the walls?
Do you have an ability that lets you do that?
I have acrobatics.
Okay. There's not really much here to cling to. The walls are pretty sheer. There are a few spots, but you'd have to... Your action would be to maintain grip on the wall.
I have my trusty tail.
You could try. It'll be a fairly high difficulty. It's totally up to you.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay, so if you want to do that, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Alright.
So D20 plus your acrobatics skill.
14.
14. Yeah, you managed to, with between your claws and your tail, get a little bit of a grip up on the wall, but you're only able to go up about 10 feet. So
Okay.
that's something to keep in mind when we start fighting, because now we're going to start fighting because there are giant rats. Woo! So we're going
Finally.
to roll initiative. When you roll initiative, D20 plus your initiative modifier that is on your stat sheet right
I hate
here,
my life.
beside your armor class above your hit points.
Why? Why?
8.
I have
20.
6.
18!
Woo!
I never got a
19.
good initiative right now. I think last time we played, I had like a 2 or something.
No!
Yeah, we had an awful initiative last time.
Yeah, you guys did. Okay, give me just a second. So, I'm gonna move some stuff around
use this
here.
Stuff to corner them since it's like a
So,
tunnel.
yeah, there are, again, this large area of just black. You're not going to be able to walk through that. That is a large rock formation that is sticking out of the ground, so you'll have to walk around it. In some of these areas, there's only a little bit of movement. So you're only going to be able to move around in certain ways. You do see, from this vantage point, I'll just point all of this out before we actually get into a fight. There's one large rat nest here, and there's one here.
Do they
Someone
look
needs to sit in
flammable?
them. We need to put the halfling in them. Just
Yes.
in.
Do
Just
they
put
look
it-
flammable first? Or like
You're not close
burnable?
So I need to get initiative in here for you guys, and I apologize because it always kind of like rapid fires at me. Alaria, what did you get?
I had 18.
18. Yanari,
19.
19. Woo. Ty,
6.
6. Dur,
8.
8. And Spark,
9.
9. Very good.
Oh God.
Okay, so that is the initiative order that you
I'm the
guys can
last
see
one.
on the screen. Initiative acts from highest number and then descends. What we will do is on your turn, you have your movement, you can move part of your movement speed. You can break up. You have movement, you have an action, and if you have an available bonus action, you can do all of that in one round. Each round consists in game time of 6 seconds. So we will probably have questions as we go. Some of you have a little bit more experience with this than others. Totally fine. I expect you to have questions. The rats operate on their own initiative, and I operate them as a pack. So they will all act on the same initiative.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Can
Yes.
I ask one thing? Is the stone wall beside me, is it solid?
Yes,
Damn.
very much so. This is a cave.
You
That's
can break
a
through
good
it.
question. That's a very good question. It's the glowing fungi here are a little bit different. The air has gotten cooler as you've moved into the next part of the tunnel. Initiative starts with the highest number, so that is Yanari. So we are at the top of the round, at the top of the order. So Yanari, you have movement, you have action, and then if you have an available bonus action, you can do that as well. You can do those in any order.
Is Bardic Inspiration a bonus action or an action?
Is a bonus action, yes.
It is a bonus
It
action. Okay.
is.
I will start by giving inspiration to Duchtur.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a D6, correct? I think it's a D6
yeah,
or a
it's a
first level
D6.
Yeah,
bard.
it's a D6.
Okay. So what that means is, and again, if you know this already, I'm preaching to the choir, but I like to just explain this. So for Dirter, you actually have a D6 that you can add once to the result of it when you roll it to an attack, a save, or an ability check. It does not stack on top of damage.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So that's your bonus.
Yes, it is. Then,
It's okay. Typical action would be cast a spell that takes an action. Attack. You have to get within melee or ranged weapon. What kind of weapon do you have?
I have. I was.
I think a rapier.
I
if
think
I
we gave
remember
you a
right, no?
rapier.
Yeah, I think it was a rapier.
That's
Yeah,
what I
it was a
thought.
rapier.
Okay. So in order to attack with that, you would have to get next to 5 feet or 1 square around a hostile target from any direction. I do also allow for flanking, which means that you are on one side of an enemy and someone comes to the exact opposite side of an enemy, that allows you advantage on your strike. So it's something to keep in mind for later.
I'm just checking over my spells right now.
No, you're fine. Spells at first level. This is actually a good chance for me to say spells at first level. Spellcasters have very limited number of spells. That's where damage-dealing cantrips are much more useful at this level, because their spell slots, they can only use a couple of spells before they need to sleep to try to get them all back. So it's always a tricky thing.
Will use Vicious Mockery
Okay.
on that rat here.
Which one?
I can do that thing.
The one to the north or the one to the east?
This
You
one.
mean this one?
Aha, there we go. Okay. So
it's the 60 feet range.
Yep, and you're within 50, so you're okay there. So it's a cantrip. You don't burn any spell slots to do that. It just happens. So do you want to insult the rat?
I want to insult the rat.
Hey!
I want to call the rat a lot of bad words.
Okay.
Call it a rat bastard.
Don't forget, we want to tame it.
I want to call it a mouse.
Oh,
I want to make a rat
burn.
How could you? Even I feel for
rat
him
has
now.
a family. How could you?
That rat has a family. It does. It does. Now it's sad.
Big family.
Yeah, so it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1 d4 psychic damage.
Got it. Okay, so that is on my end to then roll. So because the DM controls NPCs and enemies in combat, so wisdom. What is your spell DC? Your difficulty that it has to meet?
Where do I see that?
So it's on your spell sheet. I'm actually showing this on the screen. So at the top, and you're on the sheet, you're on the spell sheet. So to the right of your name, there's a spell save DC.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. It definitely did not roll a 14. It rolled a 6. So roll the damage is D4. Go ahead and roll a D4.
1.
1. It takes 1 psychic damage. It's
Yes.
not happy about that. You hear go, eek! These are very big rats. They are the size of, like, Labradors. They're huge for rats. They're like
Cute.
big dogs.
That's
Can ride him.
Their eyes are bright red.
yes.
They are buck-toothed,
Remember,
and their claws are so overgrown they're almost like bent underneath their feet. This thing ducked for a second, so you dealt a point of psych damage to it, and it also has disadvantage on its next attack by the end of before the end of its turn. So, and that's something for me to know. So I'm just going to put a little mark on it so I don't forget that.
Well, Cathy just died for me. I'm back. On my knee.
I turned to the other guys. Remember the agreement.
Okay, so
Can't we
you
just wait till there's like 1 rat left?
do you
then
want
we
to
can tame
move
that
or do you
one.
want to stay?
I want to stay.
You're gonna stay. Okay. So this is the end of Yenari's turn. It was bonus action. Didn't want to move. Laria is next, who is now 10 feet on the wall.
Okay. I think I can use a short bow.
Yes, there would be enough range on that. Bows are crossbows, light crossbows, and crossbows. Short bows, long bows are all ranged weapons. So, where do you want to aim?
I think I want to aim
Okay.
that guy.
A same one. All right. Go
Sure.
ahead and you can make your attack. Are you hanging upside down by your tail? Is that what's happening?
I am, yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because you need both hands for the bow.
Yeah.
So, you can go ahead and make your attack D20 plus your attack modifier.
First it's called a mouse, now it's get shot. Come
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
By a dangling devil with green cheeks. What a life.
Just so I'm sure with the attack modifier. Where's that located on the sheet?
so what is short bows and long bows are dex weapons. So for you, what is your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is +2.
Plus
and it's
2.
15.
And you are proficient, so that's another 2, so that's +4. So D20 plus 4.
Okay.
Yep.
20 plus 4.
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
Natural 1.
Oh, that's a 5.
No!
My bow snapped.
No! So, DMs handle nat ones in a variety of ways. Some don't usually don't use it as a punitive thing. I actually have a crit fail chart that I typically refer to, but in this case, because of your situation that you're hanging upside down by your tail, you lose your grip. You just fall to the ground.
Yeah. That, yeah. Ouch.
So you lose your you pull.
Could I try to catch her?
I was trying to be like really cool for a moment, but then I got excited and my tail loosened and I just dropped.
You just poof.
I was thinking about using Featherfall on her in case she fell down. And then
Why didn't you?
I'm inspired.
I'm inspired.
You don't
I'm
actually.
ready.
You don't take any damage. You kind of feel your horn kind of dig into the stone a little bit, but it's okay. You are prone. You are prone, however, so you won't be able to move the rest of your turn. So I'm just going to put a little prone marker on you. And your shot went wide. You still have a bonus action if you so choose, if you have one available.
No, I don't.
Okay. I didn't think the first level rogue you did, but I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so Alaria just kind of went poof down on the ground. The arrow pinged off a wall. And now...
I was gonna redeem myself as a criminal, but that failed.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the rats are next in the order. So they're going to start moving, because you all look like juicy targets. Oh.
Don't we need to scatter, guys? I mean, we're kind of sitting duck here.
I could move. I have low initiative, okay?
This is fine.
This is fine.
And you actually do see 2 more rats skitter out of the holes.
oh no.
Oh no.
That's why I say put the halfling in both holes.
It would
one
get
dog.
eaten. Spark would have
Yeah,
no
but just
problem with it, but I
or
have.
the head part.
Okay.
We could like do that until we can see the holes probably. English.
Oh.
And they are small, so they can actually squeeze around you guys.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
no.
Spark is now considered flanked. There's an enemy directly in front and behind him, and this would come from any angle as long as it's a direct line through, which means that those creatures have advantage on them when they try to bite him. These are just going to move up here because they're a little too far out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
May I ask?
Yes.
Do I get a reaction when they go past me?
The one did, so Dirta would be the only one to be able to... You can make an opportunity attack if you so choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I choose.
All right. So it's
Great.
a d20 plus your attack modifier.
That's strength, right?
Strength plus proficiency.
All right, then that's 11.
That unfortunately does not quite hit.
Damn it.
It barely just manages to brush underneath. What weapon are you using?
Battle axe.
Okay.
One-handed.
Just gets underneath your battle axe and manages to literally squeak around around to the other side of Spark.
See,
So-
this what happens when you drink too much beer.
It actually helps. I don't feel as bad.
The Spark will deal with the ones in front and behind you. They have advantage on the strike. It's a bite. So, what is your armor class?
11.
11. The one
Oh,
behind you lands with a not natural, a dirty 20. This, oh my god, really? Nope, the second one misses with the 3 and 4. That's not gonna
Yes.
work. So the first one does just a little bit of damage. That is 3 points piercing damage to you.
Oh, guys, I'm not feeling too good, just so you're aware.
First level adventurers!
Oh god.
Tower!
We're
Make
all
a
gonna
tower.
die. Make a tower, yeah, we need to make the tower.
The one in front of Durder, what's your armor class?
16.
16. That rolled a 12. Misses you. It tries to bite at your armored shins, and you're like, ha! No. Not going to happen. The rest of them can't do anything. So that ends their turn. Spark, you are next.
I just have a question. Are these guys considered large creatures?
They are not.
they
They're
large?
considered small beasts.
Damn it. Can I move through a space with a small beast with me also being a small beast? Or a small humanoid beast?
Yes, as long as you don't move out of its direct melee range. If you do, it will try to get you.
I'm willing to take the attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
But what I'm planning to... Oh, no, maybe not.
Fair enough.
At this point, I turn to the others, and I go deathly calm for a minute. The joy leaves my face, and I'm just deadpan. And I just go, I'm incredibly sorry.
No.
And I cast Thunderwave.
Oh god.
Oh my god!
What does that mean?
Yes!
Ladies, gentlemen, everybody, it should hopefully be popping up in the Discord right now. Well, not in the Discord, in the chat, just so you can have a read. For those at home, you create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard. Wrong one. Damn it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's not a clap.
This is Thunderwave. Work. Oh, joy. Right, I'll read this.
Everybody.
Yep. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution save. On failure, the
That's
creature
fine.
takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a success, creatures take half damage and isn't pushed.
Oh my god.
My dude!
Okay. So, 4 of the rats are gonna have to make that Constitution save. What is your spell save DC?
13.
13.
Oh.
So when you roll the save, and that is everybody except for Spark, you are going to have to roll a Constitution save. You have a Constitution save number on your sheet just to the right of where Dexterity is. So roll d20 plus your Constitution. You have to meet or get higher than a 13.
Oh boy.
I got a
16.
9. I got 9. The mighty 9 are back.
I got a 12.
Oh,
Natural
no!
one.
Oh my god.
Was I the only
we're all
one who
good
made
right
it?
now.
Was I really the only one who made it?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
You're gonna kill us all.
Yeah.
No.
This is not
And then,
good.
yeah. This...
Considering I rolled 10 damage as well. This
Oh,
is,
God.
I believe I may have wiped the party.
Well,
or a
I-
good chunk of us.
Well, I'm dead then. Or unconscious.
My, hold on, my Roll20 just, decided to freeze, which is cool. Not, it's
killed
not
Roll20.
You,
This is
you
when I was-
killed Roll20, you literally thunders,
You
thunder
killed me
wave,
and roll 20.
everything. Oh no, it's like, this page cannot be accessed.
Oh no.
No! So the party's
Oh, no.
dead.
Then.
I am not dead! I am still alive!
I won't
Wait,
die.
you know how...
And I got a healing spell!
You know how I said to everybody, I'm sorry, because that class is calling the shots, so they're just on 1 HP, and then
Oh
the
my
rats
God.
can kill them next turn, and
Oh
it's not
my
on my conscience.
God. Okay, so, the damage was what?
10!
10.
10.
If you fail the save, you take 10 damage.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
I'm very hurt.
Okay.
Someone save me! And then I go down.
All right. You are also pushed 10 feet away, so I am going to move you in those directions. This rat goes screaming that way. You go that way. That way. It becomes very random because it's like a wave of force. That rat kind of gets lodged in that corner.
Oh god.
Am I staying the same since
dead.
I...
Oh,
If
thank
you
God.
win the save, you only take half damage. This
Yeah.
is why
Yeah,
I
so
apologise
take
before
5
casting.
Yeah, so you take 5 damage, Inari, and you stay put.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that. These rats are all dead.
Oh my god.
There are only 2
Spark,
rats
you
left.
crazy monster.
Ty is unconscious on the ground. Did anyone else go down?
Me too.
Alaria is unconscious. Okay,
It is no big deal because I was already on the ground, so
true. So I'm just gonna put markers on you guys. Okay. And Spark is just standing there,
Laughing, probably.
jolly done. Okay.
Why
This is
isn't it my
shit that
turn? I
happens.
literally have a healing spell. Oh my god.
The question is, that was a level 1 spell. Would you like Force to make me do a wild magic roll?
Yes.
Whoa.
Do a wild magic roll,
mean?
please.
Because that was
Please.
basically a burst of pure force.
Yeah.
If anything's wild magic, that's wild magic.
Please
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, we need to
I
look
hope
at
that involves
that.
healing.
Okay.
It can involve healing or death.
What does
Oh,
that
crap.
mean?
So, for wild magic sorcerers, I'll do a brief explanation while Hallie's looking up. Anytime I cast anything at a higher level than a cantrip, the DM can force me to make a d20 roll. If I get a natural 1 on that, it makes me roll from the wild magic surge table, which has amazing effects. If you have 20 minutes and a cup of coffee, sit down and read through that table because it is hilarious.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. So go ahead and roll the d20. It's only if you roll a 1. So.
Oh.
19, I'm
Oh,
safe!
you're fine. Okay. You don't even feel that slight twitch of like, let's be crazy today. It's not even there. You're fine.
Today.
So you have 2 unconscious party members. We will talk about that here in just a second. Spark, you still have movement now that all the rats are away, except for 2 of them.
I just kind of look around at the mayhem I've caused, and for a brief second, the sadness crosses over my face before a little spark kind of flashes across my eyes, and I just go,
Oh my god.
and I'll
Talking
sprint towards
about-
Yanari just there.
Okay. Sparker, the DM is also going to let you know that inside that bag of gold were 3 healing potions.
Beautiful.
So 2d4 plus 2, and I am not just saying that. I actually had that on there, but no one opened it, and I was like, yeah, let's just tell anyways. So, because Glow Kindle knows better. Okay, so that is Spark's turn. Durner, you have dead rats all around you, and 2 in front of you, and 2 unconscious party members.
I kinda grab my hand axe and look really mad at Spark.
Okay. Spark dies. Okay.
Is that vicious mockery?
Yeah. Party murder.
Then I regain my senses and charge. At this
Ah, did it. Okay. Yep, reach him from there. Go ahead and make your attack.
That is a 22.
Jesus, yeah, little bit. It's a little bit. Decapitates it. Go ahead and roll your
Do I
damage.
roll? I'm using 2 weapons. Do I
Uh,
roll for both attack?
You are. Oh, what kind of a fighter are you? I'm sorry.
Fighting style, 2 weapon fighting.
Okay. Which weapon did you make the hit with?
Battle axe.
Battle axe. So are you? So it'd be one-handed. It's a D10 one-handed, right? Trying to remember.
D8.
D8 one-handed. So D8 plus your strength modifier. I allow you to add proficiency into your damage. So go
Correct.
ahead and do that then.
Right.
So whatever your It's a D8 plus strength plus proficiency.
That is 6 damage.
Okay. It's not heavy.
No, that's 7 damage. No, 8 damage.
8 damage. It's
Yeah.
it's not pleased. You actually kind of like crunched one foot underneath it, and now it's hobbling. Not dead, but looks bad.
I would like to use the D6 inspiration that the bard gave me.
Yay.
For what?
Damage. Also.
You cannot add this to damage, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's the only thing you can't add it. No, we're all learning. It's the only thing you can't add it to.
All right, then for my second attack.
Yep.
That is 18.
That'll hit.
Uh, 9.
It is dead.
Yeah.
It's never been so dead. The head just goes flying, lands over near Yanari's foot.
Oh.
I look at Spark and shout, "This is how you do it! Not to everyone!"
4-1! 4-1! 4-1!
You need to write the one!
Sorry. 6-1! 6-1!
That's awful. Wow.
Still counts, I mean, I'm just saying.
Spark has a bloodlust going on. Oh my gosh. You still have some movement, I believe.
Yeah. For my movement, I would like to, back into the hole, like this. Just to get an opportunity attack if something comes out.
Okay, fair enough. That sounds good. Okay, that is end of your turn. Ty is unconscious.
That's a throw, probably.
So is a death save. It's a straight D20.
19.
19. You're fine. On a death save, so that's mark on one success. On a death save, they have to roll 10 or higher. If they roll a natural 20, they stabilize, auto-stabilize. If they roll a natural 1, bad things happen. So, I don't want to jinx anybody. I'm not superstitious, but I don't want to jinx anybody. So, Ty has 1 success. That's all he can do, unfortunately. So, Yanari, it is back to your turn. We're back at the top of the order.
Okay. I use Healing Word.
Okay.
I can just maybe like that.
Okay, and to whom?
To
Can I kind of just shout over? I know it's not my turn. Just go. You take the tiefling. I've got 2.
Okay, so I will take Alaria
Okay.
and use Healing Word. So that's 1d4.
Yeah, and it
plus
rolled it.
your spellcasting ability modifier.
It rolled it for you in D20 or in Roll20.
Okay.
Yeah, so 5. So Alaria, you wake back up and you have 5 hit points.
Woo! Woo! What happened? Did I miss anything?
I just healed you. Thank you.
Well,
You just got sparked!
Oh god. Why? Just
so I owe him a kick in the ass, don't I?
Everybody does!
I can't say anything, I'm dead. Unconscious.
When I have done that, I turn to Spark and I slap him.
Okay, that's a reaction. That's fine.
Before I run here, just so I'm ready in case anything more happens.
Okay, very good.
I just have a quick question then.
Yes.
Do you allow opportunity attack, whatever they call, like to hold an action until something happens? Like let's say you wait a strike until something comes close or something.
Those are 2 different things. You can hold your action on your turn for that very trigger or another trigger that you say out loud so the DM knows. Opportunity attacks you cannot hold. It's just a reaction where you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
and it just
I
happens.
Just need to find the words to say
No,
it.
you're
so,
totally fine. It's one of those things that it's easily turned around, and I always like to explain it because I had it turned around for a very long time. So but that's a really good question. So for you, like on your turn, if you want to wait and hover over the hole and say I'm going to hold my action, and if something comes out of this hole, I'm going to smack it. You could do that.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I used a level 1 spell. Does that mean I just have one level 1 spell left?
Correct.
Okay. Right.
Against your spell slots for the day until you take a long rest.
Yeah.
And a long rest is sleeping for 6 to 8 hours. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
So that's spellcasters are
no
great.
one else die.
At
please.
first level they're tough. Yeah. Aria, you are awake. You're still on the ground, so you can use half of your movement to stand, if you so choose.
Okay. I stand.
Okay, so that's 15 feet of movement.
Okay. So I can move just a little bit over here.
Mm-hmm.
Check on Ty. Ty is okay.
Ty is unconscious, for sure.
I take off my cape and I pull it over him and be like, yeah, you just sleep.
Oh, you could if you wanted to, and I just am making the offer available. So you could use your action to try to stabilize him, which would prevent him from having to make continued death saves.
Okay. Yeah, I choose to do that.
Okay, so that is a medicine check. It is the D20 plus your medicine skill.
Okay.
Natural 1, you die.
Oh no. No.
She slips with a knife and kills you.
That's 11.
11. Yeah, you actually managed to stabilize him. So Ty, you no longer have to make death saves. You are not conscious, but you don't have to roll those anymore.
Whew, thank you.
I mean, wrapping him in a blanket is stabilizing him. Let's be reasonable. We'll be stable.
It's like a shock blanket. It's fine. It's like those things they give you in the back of an ambulance. It's fine. Okay. So, and you don't have a bonus, correct?
No.
Okay, so that'd be your turn. The one rat, and this is where I love running pack animals, because it also maybe realizes it's outnumbered. Yep.
So it runs away.
So it runs away. It's not stupid. So, gone. Down the hole.
Could I have thrown my hand next at it?
No, for a reaction, it has to move past you.
All right.
Yeah. So it's gone.
I shout mean things at it.
There, you could totally do that. As far as you guys know, there are no other combatants, no other hostile targets near you. So we are out of turn order then.
Alright, in which case I immediately run over to Ty and give him one of my healing potions and just go, "We will ride for rats soon, my son. Come on."
Roll.
You're very good. You did this.
I'll let Ty roll. Ty, it's 2d4 plus 2. It's a standard healing potion.
5.
5. Get 5 back. There you go.
Those are bad rolls.
I go over to Spark, look him dead in the eye, and say, "You owe pints."
I just, the moment I wake up, I look at Spark and go, "Where are the rats? I need to ride them. Where are they? Where are they? Go! Rats!"
We have 2 rat tunnels. It's okay. I take one, you take the other. We gain mighty steeds.
Oh, God.
Ride the holes!
So we need to investigate those holes.
Yeah, I was going to go and look in one
Yeah.
of the hole.
I go in and check if there's a rat.
Okay.
I'll take the close
yeah,
hole.
me too.
Ty's taking the far hole.
Okay. Anyone with dark vision can make a perception check, just a straight roll. If you are if you are
Yes.
looking and you don't have dark vision, it is a perception check of disadvantage. So you would roll 2 d20s, take the lower result, and add your perception.
Natural
Oh!
one.
Come on.
I have
20.
dark vision. What do I need again?
That's 10.
10. It's a perception check.
Alright.
So d20 plus your perception skill.
Oh, that's a 13 then.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
17.
17. Spark sees nothing. That little slap Yanari or was it Yanari that slapped him? Still seeing cartoon birdies a little bit. You don't say anything. Alaria and
I don't think he can that because I have like -1 strength. I think that slap did nothing. It might just be him.
like a tickle on the back. That could be him, yeah.
Yeah.
Alaria and Dirter, you guys look down the holes. Ty, what did you get?
9.
9. Okay. Yeah,
9.
You see some tracks, but you don't see any presence. Alaria and Dirter, you wait a couple minutes. You're listening, you're looking down the hole. Don't hear or see anything.
Can I jump down?
How big are you? Like, do you know how tall you are? Which is totally arbitrary for you. That's about an average halfling. You get about halfway, you jump in, which isn't too much of a problem, and you see Ty just get stuck, like around the ribcage.
This is exactly what I wanted to happen.
I push
I'm
Spark
right
in
in
the
the
hole.
hole.
I can block the other one. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
I just start clapping.
I
Just
push Spark down my hole.
Spark goes.
I'm
head
in the hole. I don't
first.
exist.
Head first,
That's the
like
way.
down a water slide.
Yeah.
Spark's
I
feet are
said
sticking out of the
we
hole.
should do this. I said it.
Can you see better now?
I see nothing, but I can make fire. Should I make fire? I can do fire.
Do
I can do
it.
fire. I
Do
can
it.
do fire.
No,
Make
no,
fire.
oh, no.
I hear him say I can make fire, and I'm back. I just
Okay.
I encourage him.
I do the same.
Yep.
I do
I
not
encourage him from afar.
I encourage fire.
Right, okay, well, the DM's encouraging fire at this
Sure.
point. Right, I will cast Firebolt down the hole. So my hands are sticking down, so I
Yep.
just flex and send a bolt of fire into the darkness.
Got it.
24.
It arcs down the hole, and let me see if anyone's in range. Well, Zitter actually could kind of see it. Up over here, out of the ground, you see a little poof,
no.
cloud of dust.
It worked. It worked.
And Spark, the most horrific scent of charred flesh and fur
Oh.
hits your nose.
I may have killed some more rats.
Need to ride him. What are you doing?
I picked on a spot back up from the
I was
hole.
gonna say that if he's down there too long, he's gonna start to suffocate.
Yeah, can I try to get out of my hole?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you make a check. You just kind of, you're a monk, so you just do a sweet flip. If you want to make an acrobatics check, you can to see how cool it
Acrobatics
is.
check it is.
Got it.
Can I say I use all of my force to kind of like throw him in there?
Make
So
an
it just fall.
athletics check.
I got 15.
Yeah. I sweet flipped and sick tricks land him.
That's
Superhero
a natural
landing.
one.
That's a natural one. Spark actually manages to dislodge himself just fine. Kind of butt wiggles out. And he pushes himself out from the hole so quickly that his rump kind of comes towards you and you're like, nope, and you back out of the way and trip and fall flat on your back.
I was thinking I would fall into a hole.
It's just like yakety sax over here. It's like, it's just chaos.
Every time I try to do something cool, I roll a natural one.
It's a curse.
It's cast, I say. Yeah.
Okay, I want to show him, and I want to try for a backflip myself.
Uh-oh, okay.
I'm gonna walk in there. I wanna see.
I'm watching intensely.
I rolled a 15.
15. You are kind of... And then just all of a sudden springs backwards. Lands on his feet.
I start clapping. Good job. I think you learned from me.
I start taking down notes.
I look impressed. I look impressed at Yanari. See, look at Dirter. This is how it's done.
Oh,
This is how we do it.
I shout at Alaria, you smell like cinnamon.
That's a compliment, and I take that.
Can I do
I don't
something?
smell like dead rat, at least.
Ugh.
Can I do something kind of horrible?
Yes.
I want to burn one of the bodies and throw it inside the hole.
There's nothing horrible about that. It kind of makes sense.
I want to make an example of them.
There you go. Okay.
So it's not
keep my
to do with the
torch and
flammable
light it
nature
up.
of a nest, it's to make an example of a rat.
You all have explorer packs. You have flint and tinder in your pack, so you could easily spark that. Start burning. It smells awful. And then chuck down the hole.
I will go and eat more mushrooms.
These are different than the ones in the other room.
No!
Oh,
Constitution saving throw.
Did you eat it or did you inspect it before you put it in your mouth?
I said I ate it.
You ate it. I'm just making sure. Yeah, you're gonna have to make a con save against poison. So go ahead and roll Constitution saving throw. D20 plus your Constitution saving modifier.
Thank God I had 4 in resilience.
And your dwarf, so yeah, you have poison resistance.
That's a 22.
Yeah, that's fine. You're kind of like, crunchy? I don't like it. And you spit it out. And just as you spit it out, you guys see him hork it, and it hits the ground, the cave floor, and it starts to, like, smoke a little bit.
I put some of those in my bag.
that's smart. We can use it under rats.
Experiments for later. There you go. What does this
We
do?
poisoned the dude that gave us the mission.
Oh my god.
Glow Kindle, and then we get the bar and we get free beer and ale forever.
He is a genius.
Oh my god.
I am a genius.
Wait,
And you-
doesn't that mean we don't get any money?
Yep.
No,
That is irrelevant.
We get
No,
we
I
get the
came for
money
the money.
first. We get the money first, and then we poison him, of course. I mean,
No,
Right.
we
then I
can
from the class
kill
have
Glow
pretension.
Kindle, and then we can run the bar ourselves. So then we get the money and the beer.
I love
But-
it.
but I want to poison him.
Right,
So
I-
Yeah.
Asle,
We can poison him to kill him, and then we take like
boy.
the bar, and so we can like
Right,
run
rats.
it ourselves.
yeah. Can I just
So we
fund
get
the clap
money.
and get her attention? Just
There
one
you
big
go.
clap hand together and just
Yeah.
wham! It's only a 5 feet range for damage, so none of you need to worry. You're all okay. However,
Asle, do I write down glowing poisonous mushroom?
so I just go, oi! We do not kill staff. We kill bad things. We kill rats.
Maybe
we
it's
ride
a bad
rats.
thing.
We ride
Maybe
staff.
it's a bad thing.
We
We
Right
don't.
staff. We ride staff. I like it.
We're tiny. We have to ride on their shoulders. Come on.
Let's go ride glow Kindle.
But, and can I cast a firebolt on this far one since I have range
Yes,
for it?
you
Just
may.
effect on
Of
fire.
course, just to pew, send it down.
Yeah, I do it while making eye contact with all of them, still mad at them, and just go boom behind
Yeah,
my back. And,
Absolutely. That's great. Yeah, I'll allow that. As you do that, you actually notice that the firebolt pops, kind of like what Dirter saw with the one you fired from the other hole. This one pops up over here.
Ooh.
So
And
it's
it
two different
illuminates
holes.
a hole in the wall.
I run
need-
that way.
Okay.
I
We
just
need to check
run
it.
towards it
Okay.
to check it out.
Um,
DM, do I see something of interest in this area?
are you, where are you? Sorry.
I'm here.
No, you don't. It's a rock wall with, now you have deemed poisonous mushrooms.
That I have in my bag.
There you go. You have glowing, slightly glowing poisonous mushrooms. We'll say you have
Can-
three bundles.
I love it.
Can
I
I try
turn
to?
to Bark and just say, do you have another fireball?
I always have another fireball.
Oh,
Can you use it at a hole in the wall?
I.
Or I could bull rush it.
No. Fireball.
Can I try to find a rock that's big enough to plug these holes
Yes.
here?
Because if there is any more rats, we can kill them with the fireballs, and then we can plug the hole.
But We need to ride the rat, and I kind of push past and fire a ray of frost instead.
Oh,
we
boy.
can thaw them out later if we need to, and just send a ray of frost inside.
So, Ty, yeah, you kind of rummage around and you do find rocks big enough that will plug those rat holes.
I want to help Ty
Awesome.
plug those rat
Okay.
holes. I'm not taking any chances.
You can definitely. It takes a couple minutes. While you guys are doing that, Spark and Yanari and then Dirter bringing up the rear, you guys can see through this. This is a masonry wall. This is not a cave wall. This looks like an old foundation. The stone here is different than what you had come through previously leading into the cave. And there's an opening about 2 foot by 2 foot, so enough for you to see through. You can almost put your head through it, basically. That leads into something that looks very different. You actually see this instead.
Can I
Can
make
I
a
do a
history?
history check?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, anyone that wants to make history check, particularly the dwarf that has stone cunning, you would get proficiency with that.
I have proficiency in history.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, I didn't check. I just stuck my hand through and fired.
Okay.
I'm really
Do I
rolling
do anything
shit.
if I'm proficient in it, or
Your
do I
score
just-
should already dictate your proficiency
Okay.
number in that, so D20 plus
So-
history.
That's a
14.
2.
14, 2. Okay. This looks, and you guys can move yourselves around, because you realize that when you are able to come through this wall and you can just push your way through, it doesn't even require a check. The stone is so loose, it crumbles. There are 2 tunnels, one leading to the left, one leading to the right. Those are both completely blocked off, i.e. DM speak for impassable, by rubble. In front of you is a room that is made out of glass and stone mosaic tiles. Inari, with a history check of 14, you recognize similar construction. You typically see it in temples. Think like
Okay.
stained glass style.
Can I
very
do
artsy.
a religion check too?
Yes, you may. Because you don't see any outward symbols anywhere. There are
I'm proficient in that too, so that's
Okay.
a 20.
20. There is no religious iconography here. What catches
Okay.
your eye is on this wall, written in script, is a couple of lines that I'm actually going to give you all. So this is actually going to show up. The handout's not working the way I want it to. That's fine. I had 2 copies of it. So over in your, on the right-hand side of your screen in Roll20, there's a little button, the third from the left, and you hover over it, it says Journal. Looks like a little newspaper. I'm going to show you guys that here in just a second. And there should be a handout that you'll be able to see. There we go. Okay. And then when that shows up for you, you can click on the magnifying glass and blow it up a little bit. I will read it out loud for the sake of everyone else while you guys are looking. It says, "Dawn breaks with stirring air as sun shines down on new day fair. Midday blaze bakes earth and grass. The farmer waits for heat to pass. Evening cool brings water, wine, drink and laughter passing time. Night sees shining, roaring fire as wood and coals burn on the pyre."
So I go over to that and read it aloud
Okay.
for the rest of the group. So, yeah.
All right.
And then I turn and just say, should I do anything with this? Should I?
There's day and night in front of me, and I have fire and cold. The riddle says fire and coal, and at this point, one hand starts glowing with a prepared firebolt, and the other one starts glowing with ray of frost. And I'm just like, where should I do it? Where should I do it?
No.
Isn't
no.
it? I'm thinking it is the elements. We have water.
I'm thinking it just might be the secret formula to the beer.
We got it now. We can make the beer.
That's it. Story's over. Thanks for playing, guys.
Maybe it's the riddle to write the rats. Was in ancient times they were writing rats.
Can I like wisdom check the riddle to see if I get any meaning from it?
I'm actually not going to
You have
allow
to do it in
dex
real
saves.
Okay.
For a reason.
Oh,
Because the, actually, Dirter and Ty, as you guys are standing on that side of the room, can you make perception checks for me?
Yeah.
You guys were the
Perception?
first ones. Yeah, perception. D20 plus your perception skill.
18.
18.
12.
Okay. I'm sorry, who got the 18?
Me.
Okay. You notice that behind, and the fountain is, there's water in it, which is odd. And you're thinking, what the heck, where is this coming from? The water is looks very clean. It looks fresh. And behind that fountain mouth, you see the faintest outline of what looks like could be a doorway.
I knock.
Solid.
I taste the water.
It is the cleanest, freshest water you ever drank.
I splash it on Ty. What do you think?
Tasty. Could I
throw
I-
spark into the water.
I'm mid spell casting. Go for it if you like. I mean, I'm not going to resist. I just tend to take things as it comes. So if you want to lob me, lob me.
I'm going to lob you.
Okay.
Aim where you want me, my friend.
It's like a hip bath on a halfling. There's not much water in these pools. When you throw Spark into the bottom of the fountain, Spark, your hand lands, you catch yourself, and you realize that, oh, there's something shiny down here.
Shiny! Shiny!
Shiny?
I just go
Is it
head first
sparkly?
into it with
Okay.
my hands and just go and pull it out.
Someone said shiny? I'm coming here.
He comes up with a handful of gold and a big pearl.
Mine!
Uh-oh.
I kind of throw the pearl
I just-
in your direction and pocket the gold.
In my direction, right?
Where's the pearl? Where's the pearl?
And
Give me the
whoever
pearl.
screamed in Elara's just, Pearl, you! Then pocket the gold and start sprinting.
I sprint after him. The
Okay.
gold!
I go to Alaria and can I take a look at that pearl?
Why?
So I can maybe see what it is, if it is a pearl or something else.
If it's more than a pearl, then I'm keeping it.
Maybe it's magical, or maybe it's something to do with religion or anything and it shouldn't be touched.
Okay, you can take a look, but I'm getting it back, you know.
Spark.
Can I do Arcana
You
check
can
on
do
it?
Arcana, yeah. That would be the right skill there.
18.
18. It is not magical. It is actually, you recognize it as a deep ocean water pearl. They are highly valued. This one's probably worth about 150 gold.
Mine!
I give it back. It's hers. She was given it. I just give it back. I don't care.
Can
Sweet, I can just blow this shit up and then just go home.
I just
check-
tell her what is worth and then I just start.
I asked Spark into a rock, paper, scissors challenge for the gold.
Rochambeau.
But the issue is, I'm the only one that has a camera here, so we can't roach.
I know. Actually, well, you guys can resolve that later. Actually, it's interesting what Yanari just did because Yanari's walked across the last panel, and as he did that, part of the panel sunk into the ground. And you hear this ka-chunk.
Oh.
Okay, everyone jump on the panel. Jump on the other panels. Come on.
I'm going to go to a doorway and ready.
Okay.
Can I
Mark,
check?
come on.
Can I check the mosaic and stuff for any religious or history stuff? Since I'm a monk, maybe I recognize.
I would actually say that just you guys are in the room and you're looking at the writing on the wall and you're looking at the mosaic. They probably go together. And it's a decent enough guess to figure that maybe if you push on it in the right order, maybe the door will open?
I'm very excited because it says midday blaze, so I've got my hand on the midday sun on fire, just going, fire!
Oh boy.
And it's not working.
So the last panel is already pressed down.
So dawn, midday.
Dawn, midday, evening, night.
Yeah, just go in order.
So for
Okay,
going
everyone
from left
step off.
to right, I'm jumping on the second panel, which it looks like midday because the sun's at its highest.
Okay,
Is
so
anything happening?
who is
I
okay?
think
So you jumped in on the second one, Spark. As you do that, I need you to make a dexterity save as a blade comes up and tries to slice at you.
Oh,
Oh dear.
The rogue that did not check for traps.
5.
Oops.
5. You take 2 points of
too
slashing
busy.
damage. As it
Oh,
just
no.
kind of
Sorry.
cuts you across the front of the leg, and you're like, maybe not in that order.
okay.
It's
Maybe
dawn
I should
first.
investigate the panels a little bit to see if there are any more that will enable traps.
Yeah,
Probably
but
all of
did
them.
my panel, that one I stepped on, did that go up again?
It's still depressed.
Okay. Great.
But that's...
So it
So
needs
should I roll an investigation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation for me, Ilaria.
That's 18.
Okay. The very first panel has a similar configuration to what just slashed at Spark. Whereas if you were
Okay.
to step in it in what you now assume is probably the improper order, it would probably cut you if you can't dodge out of the way fast enough. And the final panel that's still pressed, you realize shouldn't be, and if you just step on it again, it would probably push back up.
Okay.
So it's
So-
dawn, midday, evening, night.
So
What
I
will
should
be...
step on mine again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bath.
I step on
Okay.
it again. And
Okay.
then I...
Yep,
Back.
without a problem.
Okay, so first is dawn. Which one will be dawn? The first one or the third one?
Well, the thing is, we've stepped on what I assume to be night because it's dark. So, are we doing it in reverse? Because it goes dawn, midday, evening, night. But surely the darkest one is the night one, right? So,
Maybe it was broken because of its age or something?
at this point, I've spoken far too many words, and I kind of just start wandering off to take a bath in another pool.
So Durder and Spark are just separately taking. Durder, from your vantage point, you actually see that you're kind of like, yeah, that's interesting. There are old boot prints on certain pieces of this mosaic. There's one in the far bottom corner. There's one at the very top of the next panel. There's one dead center in the middle of the third. And then there's one over to the right on the fourth.
Huh.
I'm taking the third one.
I shouted at Ilaria, if you want information, give me the pearl.
Why give me the pearl when I can just do it myself?
You don't know.
So I think I'll investigate this panel.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for if it has the same kind of compress as the other panel that we stepped on.
Gotcha.
Okay. That is 9.
9.
9.
9. Fair enough. Yeah, it actually looks, now that you kind of get down on the ground and get like a level look at it, it looks not in great shape. Which then kind of makes sense why Yanari's maybe didn't spring a trap. That's just very old. So, and you do see at that level, you do see a boot print in that corner.
Yeah.
I shout at Spark, there's a boot print in the bottom of the second panel.
I'm just completely oblivious, just splash, splash,
Splashing like a little kid in a wading pool.
Damn it.
So what do you guys want to do?
I tell everybody about the trips.
Okay.
I'll take the third one since I can't jump to the middle. I'm
Okay.
I'm acrobatic.
Okay.
I'll just wait for someone to shout at me to jump.
I'm going
Yeah.
to ready again at the doorway.
At the doorway. All right.
But okay.
Spark, can you do the second panel, please?
It is
come
at
on.
the bottom of the panel.
I could just look up and go, and wander over ready.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm kind of just the sparking just kind of fades for a second. I'm like, okay, so riddle: dawn, midday, evening, night. That panel shouldn't be depressed.
It's not anymore.
So it's popped back up.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Yanari had popped
Yeah.
it back up.
So we need to figure out which order to do it in. Which one looks most like dawn?
The first.
It's really hard to say. I would say that the first or the third. So let's try the first.
Yeah.
Okay. So who wants to step on that one?
I'm the closest. I guess I'll step
Okay.
there.
Alaria, you put a boot down on it, and you just hear ka-chunk, and the panel depresses.
Okay.
Okay.
Next one.
So then
Midday. Yeah.
I'll
Bart.
jump on mine.
Okay. Spark jumps both feet, and you take a second, and you're like, oh god, not again, but then ka-chunk.
I take my staff and do a sweet flip into the middle of the third panel.
Sweet flip, sick tricks, monk into the
Yeah.
middle of the panel. Whoop! Ka-chunk!
And then I step on the same one that I stepped on.
And the final one presses down, and Dirter sees that the door.
Woo!
Dust falls down on you, but the door has slid back and to the side.
I'll just run up there, like, ooh, shiny!
Right.
I run after.
Okay.
That.
So, the door leads into a shorter tunnel that dips one more time, and now you are seeing more masonry work. You're seeing actual walls, a stone floor, a stone ceiling. There are burned out torches and sconces on the walls every 10 feet, and you eventually get led to a door that is slightly ajar, covered in just cobwebs and dust, and no one's been here for a very, very long time.
I go to Ty and high five. That was sweet flip.
Thank you, boy. Easy enough for me.
Shut up.
I don't want to brag, but it's easy, yeah.
While we're sprinting through the door, I will chug one of the healing potions. So it's
Okay.
2, 4,
84
which is
plus 2.
5 plus 2, so
7.
I get 7 health. back.
Okay.
Can I ask? Can I use second wind now?
Yes, you may.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Good idea. This leads into a large circular room. There are shut doors on certain sides of the walls. There's a door here that is closed, one here. Yeah, and then this one is ajar as well. And what you can kind of see inside, this smells like just ash and burned metal and wood. There are scorch marks. There's a burned body over here. That looks
Spark!
like someone died in Pompeii. It looks really bad.
Could I
The
try to
furniture's...
identify it?
yeah, you can. I'll just say the furniture's been reduced to ash. There are scattered papers, but they are so burned and damaged, there's no recovering them. And you start to walk across this space, and all you realize you're walking on bones.
Did you just enter the dragon's lair or something?
Can I?
We get extra pay for this.
Hazard pay, man. It's hazard pay.
Can I check what type of race that body could be from? Or like animal?
Yeah, it is a humanoid. It's on the smaller end, so it's likely a gnome or a halfling. I can't. It's so burned, it's impossible to tell except from just the size.
So it's a halfling gnome dwarf sized.
Yeah, it's very small. Probably leaning more toward halfling or gnome. It doesn't have the, but then again, from the ash and just the fact that it's basically been like liquefied underneath this ash and skin shell. It's bad.
Ew.
It's bad.
I'm kind of in the middle of the room. Can I do a perception check?
Yeah,
To
go
see
ahead and make a
anything?
perception check for me.
That's a 5.
5. You're so taken aback by the smell and the sight of just bones in this room that you're distracted. It's just like, oh god, what do we walk into? Oh god.
Once I find out that it's not probably a dwarf, I give a sigh of like relief. It's not someone that I know and that I'm searching for, and I leave the body.
Okay.
I ask everyone around me, do you think Glowkindle knows about this place?
I don't think so. If he believed the rat came through that hole in like the cellar, so he probably doesn't know anything.
But it's said that it's built within a old.
Yeah, he knew
Wizard
there
tower.
was a wizard tower here once before, but I don't think he know how much of the wizard tower is left.
The mention of the word wizard tower, can I go over and Arcana check the body, see if I can detect any spell residue or anything like that?
Yeah,
Just
you
so
certainly
it's
can
burnt
do that.
and liquid. 14.
14. No magic, but you do get, and you have to touch it in order to be able to figure this out. I'm going to say that you do. But the score's high enough to where you're kind of just gently brushing your hand over the shoulder, and it just comes off in your hand, and the thing just starts to puddle on the ground.
Ew.
It had been burned at such a temperature, it liquefied all the internal organs in this humanoid, whatever it was.
Can I touch or like check the burn marks or scorch marks, whatever, to see how recent they are or how they were caused?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I would say make an intelligence check. So D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
My dude.
They are layered. Some are very old. They actually just, the scorch mark, probably from the first impact, really did damage on, because this is all stone in here. But it's hard to melt stone. So just repeated impacts, you actually see a faint outline of another body in the scorch mark, but there's no body around it. So you don't know if it came from the one that's near it or it came from another one.
I just yell at Durther and go, check the stone, you're a dwarf!
I shout back, that's racist, man!
I don't bloody care!
Hold on a second. Give me just a second here. Durter, what is your armor class?
16.
16. None of you caught it, but this thing spits out a flaming ball of web at Durter. It was clinging to the ceiling the entire time.
Oh my god.
It is a giant...
Is that a freaking fire spider?
It's an inferno spider, and we're gonna roll
my
initiative
God.
as soon as I roll damage on Durter. Durter, you are considered restrained, which means you are caught by this webbing. On your turn, you can either use your action to break out of the webbing, or stay there, but you cannot move. Okay?
Okay,
So-
I'm still going to start with...
You
That's a
take
manly cry.
2 points of fire damage, and now we're gonna roll initiative.
I rolled it already.
Hey.
I have rolled.
I got 16. First time I got a decent initiative.
Hey.
I'm
20.
proud of myself.
I got a 10.
10?
I got a 20.
Oof. Bards.
Yeah, me too. 20.
Yay!
Damn.
And
Let's hope the spider will shit and then we're good.
Spark, what did you get?
7.
7.
Thank God.
Oh my goodness.
I take it as a bad thing. Spark is powerful, okay?
Okay.
To everybody.
He killed me, Alaria, and a few rats in one single spell. I have respect for him. It's Spark. I just
Okay.
didn't die. You were unconscious.
So,
yeah.
we have 2 people at 20 at the top of the round. This thing is considered a large monstrosity, which is why it's taking more than 1 square on the map. 8
Jesus.
legs, 8 eyes, fire in its belly, and it is shattering at you with its pinchers, which is just the worst fucking thing ever.
Nope.
Nope, yeah, I know. I had that same reaction. Durder and Nari are at the same initiative at 20. It is up to the 2 of you who wants to go first.
Yanari, you can go.
Okay, I will use Vicious Mockery again.
Mock the spider, okay?
And
You
I just
only
like,
have 6
the
legs.
spider was killed by rain.
Oh, okay. So, it's a wisdom save. What is your spell save DC?
14.
14. That is
I'm
a natural 13 plus 0. So no, it failed.
What did you...
Damn it.
I didn't catch
Natural
that.
20.
It was a natural.
Oh, no.
No. It was a natural 13 and has a 0
Oh, okay.
to its modifier, so it failed. So go ahead and roll your d4 damage, and it will have disadvantage on its next attack.
I rolled a 4.
A 4.
Nice.
All right.
I just imagine you singing
And
it.
then I will just move behind the wall.
Okay, back behind the wall.
Scared.
Oh God. Dur, what would you like to do?
I would like to loosen the restraints.
Okay, that takes your action to do it.
Really?
Yes, it does. When you are restrained by when you have the restrained condition on you, you have to choose to use your action to free yourself.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
Okay, so there is an escape DC to kind of just like Hulk Hogan your way out of the webbing. To do that, I need you. You can make an athletics check.
That's fine. 20.
Yeah, not a problem. You obliterate it. You still have your movement.
Yeah, and does my second attack count as a bonus action, right?
Yes, it counts as your bonus, correct?
Okay.
It's a 2-up fighter.
Then I'm going to scream very manly and go at it.
After that, you scream, yeah.
So go ahead and make your bonus action attack.
All right. 17.
17, that will hit.
Nice. Mm, 15.
Woo!
That's a lot of damage.
Oh my
That's
god.
a lot of damage.
That is
I
a lot
rolled
of
the 8.
damage. Oh
I
my
rolled the
gosh.
8.
Woo-hoo.
Awesome.
Oh, math. Yeah, I had my math wrong there before. Okay. Very good. Yeah, it was not happy about that at all. Okay, you just hear it, you kind of rears up on its hind legs and comes back down and looks super pissed.
I look at Spark and yell, "Behave! Please!"
Okay. Ty, you are next.
If I go like right behind the spider, there, is it considered flanked then or not? Because it's so large.
It's kind of an awkward thing, so I would let you have it actually right here, the square just to the left of that, right in front of this door.
Alright.
Yep.
So I move there as
Okay.
my action,
Yep.
movement.
Flanked.
And then as an action, I will attack with my dragon pole.
Oh,
Do
yep.
it.
Advantage on the attack. 2 d20s would take the higher of the 2.
And then what do I add to it again?
So, what do you use to attack? Dexterity?
Dexterity, yeah.
Dexterity, so it's your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency modifier plus the result on the d20 roll. You have advantage.
17.
Woo, that'll hit. Yep.
And
Was that
you add the proficiency on the damage again, right?
I allow that. Yes, not every DM does. It's not actually in the rulebook, but it just means my enemies hit harder.
I got 10.
Okay.
I just slap it on the back of the leg and try to break it. And then, as a bonus action, I will do an unarmed strike.
Yeah, pop, pop, motherfucker.
So, the 20... with advantage again, right?
Yes.
I rolled 2 times a 17. Natural
Woo,
17.
nice.
So, yeah.
Okay. That'll definitely hit.
So it's just a d4, right?
It's a d4, yeah. It's just the d4.
That's 2.
All right. It's got hit by an axe. What is your second weapon, Dirter?
I have 2 battle axes.
2 axes, that's right. It's been hit by an axe. It's been hit by a long monk dragon pole. It's been punched. It's been mocked. It's not happy.
Wait, if I would try
Bad day for the spider.
if I would try to ride the spider, would I get burned?
Yes.
Damn it!
Wait.
It would probably eat
Freeze
you.
it!
The entire
Okay.
time I've just been thinking spider mount, spider mount.
All right, Aloria, it is your turn.
Yep. I was just wondering, since I'm a tiefling, and this is a infernal spider, I have hellish resistance. Doesn't it mean that I'm like immune to fire?
You are resistant to fire.
Okay, so I can actually jump on the spider.
If you so choose, yes.
Ride it!
Jump on the
Ride it.
spider.
I
Do it.
never tell people they can't do something if it's within the bounds of sure, why not? It's a fantasy game, for God's sakes. Okay, so in order to do this, you were trying to mount a hostile creature.
Yep.
So you're going to have a disadvantage on the acrobatics check to try to get on it.
It's acrobat.
Okay.
Oh my god, I need to do it. I'm proficient in that, so
But you're
I will
not
try
my
it.
I will try that as well, my friend.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's Ilaria's turn, so...
Yeah.
So I just roll for acrobatics.
Acrobatics, you're at rolling disadvantage, so you're going to roll 2 d20s and take the lower result.
Okay. So I get here because I have 4 in acrobatics. So it's 22.
With disadvantage?
You roll twice.
Yeah, you have to roll...
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, 2 d20s and then take the lower. I mean, it's
Yeah. Okay.
totally
Yeah.
possible you could have rolled a 22, but just checking.
It's 15.
15. Yeah, you managed to hop on this thing, but you are going to take, and because you are resistant, you're going to take 1 point of fire damage. Because
Okay.
this thing is just, it's so hot to the touch, you don't know how long you're going to be able to stay up here.
Okay.
So that was your action and your movement, and you don't have a bonus, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your turn then.
Yep. Guys, you better kill this. I don't want to die riding on top of it.
It is
Turn
worse.
dash. Okay, so Spark, it is your turn.
Oh no.
Do not do thunderclap.
On the wave.
Alright. I step out and raise my hands in the air, kind of start hopping from one foot to the other,
Oh boy.
clap my hands and draw them within. And as I do that, 3 magic missiles spawn in the air and fly towards the spider.
Nice, they auto hit. So go ahead and roll your damage for me.
Yeah, it's a 1d4 plus 1 force damage per dart.
Right.
If you're running proficiency on top of that, do I get my spellcasting proficiency
So
on
not
top
with
of each dart?
not with spells.
Fair enough.
Yeah, only with melee and ranged weapons. Spells are because spells are so powerful already.
Okay, so that's 3 lots of 4 damage, so 12 damage.
12 damage.
1 in each eye, just beep, beep, beep.
And roll that wild magic surge for me.
Oh, I forgot about that. God damn it. 9. Safe!
Okay.
Damn it.
Woo! You do see Spark kind of glow for a second, like he's thinking about it, and then he's like, no, get it together. Okay. Alaria, I'm actually going to put you right there. Kind of on the back of the spider, precariously perched.
Is it very flanked now? Because it has people
Uh,
on all sides?
I will say this: it's flanked according for Ty and for Dirter. If one of them misses an attack with a 1, they're gonna get Alaria while she's still up there.
Oh no!
Tame it faster.
Guys.
And
Be
actually,
Spark to it.
threshold would be a little bit lower for Ty. I would say if you roll a 3 or lower, you'd probably hit Alaria.
Nice.
So, because she's right there, you actually have to actively try to not hit her. But it is the spider's turn. And the spider, with Alaria on its back, is gonna try to move away from Ty and Dirter, which means if you both choose, you can make opportunity attacks against it.
Yes, I take it.
Okay, because it's going to go this way. And
Oh
Alaria
god.
is going along the ride.
I just like, no. I'm
Natural
coming.
20.
Okay.
17. No. That's 22.
Okay, let's resolve the natural 20 at the critical first. Go ahead and roll your die damage for your weapon.
So just a die.
Yep, just a die for right now.
5.
5. Die damage on a natural 20 on a critical is doubled, so that is 10. And then add your bonuses on top of that.
So 16.
16. 16 damage. Dirter, go ahead and roll your damage for me.
11.
11. It is dead.
Oh,
That was about it. It only gets this far. And Laria, you get bucked. As it slumps to the ground and you get thrown this way, you are going to take a little bit of damage. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you slump against this column. This thing died so horrifically and violently that you just kind of get smashed into the column there.
Damn. I'm okay, guys. You did well.
You tried to tame it, so I'm happy.
So, it is dead.
I go to Ty and high five.
Okay.
I high five and I do a backflip.
I also do a backflip. Do I need to?
Hey!
Yeah, we both roll.
You don't have to roll for it, it's fine. I allow
I got it.
celebratory.
I got an 18, so yeah.
Okay, so it is dead.
I rolled a 12.
I'm
yeah.
balancing on the spot, just going, didn't kill an ally, didn't kill an ally. Just going around in circles.
It's very dead.
I go to Sparks and I give him my 5 too, since she helped.
There you go. Alright. So,
And I go all the way down to Yanari and I just go like, hey, just come out of here. Come on. You're dead.
I just peek out and look at that spider and then just, okay, it's dead.
okay.
I go down here, pick up a scalded hand, and then high five Spark.
It melts on contact.
Yes!
Nice.
I've just got a very black and squidgy hand at this point. Just going,
You can keep it.
So, with no enemies in sight, we'll go ahead and pop back out of initiative. You do have some doors if you wish to explore.
I want to investigate this door.
I wanted to investigate the spider.
I want to chop up the spider to find the fire.
I wanted to investigate it to see what I could chop up, but yeah,
Okay.
that worked.
So, Alaria, the door, you can tell immediately with your skill as a rogue, it is closed but not locked.
Okay, so I can open it.
You can.
Is it trapped?
It is
Yeah,
not.
check if it's trapped.
You can if you want.
Yeah. Shall
Yeah.
investigate for traps.
Yep, investigate for traps. So, D20 plus investigation.
That's 13.
13. It is not trapped.
Okay. Then I shall open it.
Opens up. Hold on just a second. If I can get my map to work. There we go. This is a storeroom. There are more scorch marks in here. and you actually find on the floor of interest, you do see two doors that are actually, these doors are actually open here, leading to just dust and old tables and old drop cloths. In the middle of that scorch mark on the floor are baby fire spiders that are dead.
Oh,
Oh, you.
That's good. No, wait. If there's one alive, we need to keep it as a pet. Search for one alive. Let's go. I rush in.
They're all
No!
Damn it.
They're all dead.
I go in and make a history check.
What are you looking for?
To see what the use of the room was. Like,
You
if
don't
it had...
really need to do that. Just from looking
Like,
around, you guys can poke around a little bit. There's nothing here. At one point, it may have held, don't know, supplies. There are 2 old tables, 2 old sheets, and you shake those out, you get nothing but dust and rat droppings.
Okay, so
Chewables!
there's nothing in here.
There's nothing else in here.
Does it look like it was, like, hurried away? Like someone just took everything and left?
No. This has been dormant for who knows how long. The dust is so thick here when you walk through it, it's actively collecting on your boots.
I go and check the other...
Okay.
As say, I was gonna... Are the doors made of wood, stone?
These are wood doors.
Before our ones, I want to just firebolt the door and burst it into flames to get rid of it rather than opening it up manually.
This one over here?
Yes.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Can I check the spider first?
The spider can be hacked apart if you so choose.
I choose.
Okay. So I need you to make a nature check for me to make sure you don't cut off the wrong piece.
Damn.
I just realized that if I do an unarmed strike, I can add my dexterity modifier to the damage. So
Oh,
that would have
that's
been
right.
8 damage.
It's super dead.
It's
May I
even
ask?
more dead. It's long gone.
There you go.
May I ask, when Yanari inspired me earlier, is that still in effect?
It only lasts for 10 minutes, unfortunately.
Damn.
Can I use that more times?
You have as many as your charisma modifier, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Let me just check on that real, because it work inspiration. It's a D6. You lose it. Yeah, this I'm just checking.
Just for
Yeah.
small context, I'm drinking a potion.
Okay, you can use the feature number of times equal to your charisma modifier, minimum of once.
Okay. So I can use it times?
What's your
I'm
modifier?
correct.
On charisma is
4? Is that what you said? Sorry, you cut out.
4.
4. So you would have 3 more uses.
Yeah, okay, great.
Can you give me that then now?
Do you need it?
I need it.
Then I use bardic inspiration and just sing a little tune to
Okay.
get inspiration to hack the spider.
Yeah. So
I dance near the whatever.
roll
I
the
sing the
D6.
itsy bitsy spider is going to get killed by rain again.
So
I just for fun, I rolled for the dance and I got natural 20.
oh. There you go.
That's a damn good dance.
So, Doder, go ahead and take that D6 and roll that and add it to your result.
So that is 12.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually damaged one, but there are 2 glowing. They were glowing until you cut through the one and you're like, whoopsie, and managed to grab the other one. Inside of this thing's what carapace, we'll say, I don't remember the exact word for it, were 2 orbs about palm-sized that were glowing this deep red orange. One has been smashed. The other one is still slightly pulsing, almost like a heartbeat.
Can I use a perception check to see what it is?
It would be more Arcana.
Then I toss it to Ty.
Okay.
I'm not good at Arcana. I'm gonna toss it to Spark. I give it to him. And I say, you inspect ball.
But it's still mine. I do the
23.
chopping.
23. This is a creature from the plane of fire. These things basically were some kind of sick wizards or necromancers or mages experiment long ago. You've heard some stories about them. They are called giant inferno spiders. They typically live in the plane of fire. So why this is here, you have no idea, but it seems like, considering you might be in the remains of an old wizard tower, someone was playing with magic. And this thing is what allows it to cast fire web at creatures.
Would I hypothetically be able to cast fire web?
No. It is valuable to traders. It's valuable to alchemists. You may even be able to distill it into a potion of some kind, but considering you only have one, you would have to have the skill and the time and equipment in order to do so.
Who has proficiency in alchemy?
Alchemy is not a skill in D&D
You
5th
need to have
edition.
alchemy thing for that. A kit.
That
I
is
don't have an alchemy kit.
Yeah, and some people have alchemy kit, but it's one of those things where this thing is it's from another plane. None of you as first level adventurers have the skill to be messing with this too much.
Wow.
I just back up from it.
Pocket it and sell it later.
Yeah,
I pocketed it with the glowing poison mushrooms.
there you go.
Oh god.
Murder is a walking
That is
bomb.
not a good
Yep. Let's not toss him.
I say,
Also a pylon, ladies and gentlemen. I am still glowing.
So this door over here gets destroyed. And you can see that it leads into another part of this, what was probably... why did it do that? Just did a weird thing. Sorry, guys. My stupid buttons. Sorry about that. Come on, roll 20. Quit being a dick. My bad. That's what I wanted to do. Leads into another room. This is clearly a lab of some kind. There's old broken laboratory equipment. Nothing here is salvageable, but someone was playing. There's dry potions on the floor, on the walls, empty barrels that have, like, remains around the edges of powders and concoctions. There's a big still back here, or a still, I mean, that had something in it, but it's long been broken. It's charred and shattered in places. There's another large jar over here with nothing in it, but it looks like had the remains of some kind of greenish powder or liquid in it maybe a long time ago. And there's one more door down here in the southeast corner.
Can I get to image or and inspect the contents?
Can I make a perception check around?
I'm sorry, you cut out. I missed that.
Can I put on make a perception check around the room?
It's a small enough room you don't really need to. Or do you want to make an investigation check? You can kind of dig around.
Yes.
Yeah, you could do that. And then, Spark, make a nature check for me.
19.
20 on the nature check. Dirty, not natural.
Okay. With 19 investigation, there is nothing of value here save for on this low bookshelf that's kind of against this wall. You do find a small stone. It didn't look like anything first, and then you picked it up and you were like, huh, that's kind of an interesting... Kind of looks like turquoise. Looks like a piece of turquoise. It is strung on a thin leather cord, and leather is long worn away and kind of bare in some spots. It almost breaks under your touch. But the stone itself looks like it has a little bit of value to it.
Can I make a history check on it?
To be honest with you, it's piece turquoise. Like it's not anything.
Precious
Sometimes
stone.
a stone is just stone. It's probably
You
worth
just
a
look
little
at
bit.
it like,
Yeah.
it could have been a magic stone. No,
Yeah.
it's just a stone.
In
just
this
forget.
case, it's just a
Damn
stone.
it.
Yeah, I know. Not everything is fancy.
It's the stone of power.
With the 20 in dirty 20 in the nature check, they were probably brewing some kind of poison in here.
So I'm sat in a jar of poison now, effectively.
But it's so diluted and old at this point that you're not hurting yourself with it, but you kind of smell funny.
Standard.
So nothing new.
Doesn't
There you go.
usually, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of just smashed my way out of the pot, so it's just on the floor there.
I tried to open the other door.
Okay, it is open. It's actually cracked open a little bit. So,
Can I whisper? Can I whisper to Alaria? Do you want to trade the pearl for a stone? It's precious.
I pocketed the pearl deep in my bag, and I'm like, nope.
I can up the ante with some glowing poison mushrooms.
Nope.
I leave.
There's
Will
a
be
drug deal
mine.
going on here.
So, Ty, it's interesting, this room that you're in. It probably once... There is a staircase over here. At one time, it probably led to another level, but it's so many rocks and stones, whatever was above, in probably, you're guessing you're probably in the old Wizard's Tower at this point. Whatever was above it is just been obliterated. It goes to nothing. There's just dirt and rock, and it's totally blocked off. There is another door. This door is actually open, and you can see in this little antechamber a couple of boxes that are sealed and one barrel that is wide open.
I check it.
Okay. The barrel that's open actually contains old bags of flour.
Bags of.
Flour that rats have probably gotten into. They've been chewed on. Pretty gross.
And the crates?
Crates are sealed, but you can kind of and lift the lids off of them. It doesn't really take much to just push that lid off. One crate has in it just books.
Can I check the books?
I just want to ask the same thing.
Yeah, there are 5 books in here. One is completely blank. It actually is kind of bound in a way that you suspect it was purchased as a journal, and someone didn't get around to writing in it. There is a book on, it's actually a wizard's spell book.
Ooh.
I take the Wizard's spellbook and walk over to Spark and say, "Trade you for the gold."
Yeah, I just lob the gold, take the book.
You get 15 gold pieces.
Nice.
Now this is a wizard spellbook, so
I
some
can't
of
use
these
it. This one's for
you can't use it, but it's interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There are lots of spells in here that you don't have any idea what they do.
I can't even read it half the time. It's one of
Yeah.
those. Got the
Although
text.
there is one in the very back that it says "power word kill," and you're like, that looks like fun.
What does it say? Sorry, you cut out.
Power word kill.
Power word kill.
Oh no.
Kill.
Sparky's gonna learn it. She's gonna try it now. Sorry.
I looked at it, go.
Uh,
Back to life.
I don't want to be tested on it. Sorry.
There is the third book in here just lists a bunch of cooking recipes.
I'm gonna take that
Just
one.
standard stuff, but it looks like
I
it's
wanna
fun.
take it.
There is the fourth book is a book on basic potions and poisons.
I'll take that. I have
Take
the
it.
glowing poison mushrooms.
And the
That's
fifth
like-
book is written in a language that I think only Ilaria speaks.
Toss that to Alaria.
It's written Infernal.
Oh.
Can I investigate the book then and read it?
Yeah, it is a dense history book about the
She's fallen asleep.
the 9 hells and ways that you could try to get there.
Ooh, I'm keeping that.
Let's get there.
Our next adventure, boys.
In the other crate, who wants to open that one?
I'm going to.
No!
I was faster.
So you flip it open, and inside is the body of a giant rat, like the ones you fought in the cave. It is laying beside a now shattered potion bottle with a bit of sticky dark blue liquid on it. And the label on the potion is kind of half like torn off. It's been chewed on, and it just says "Ishin of Enlargement."
That's how they got big.
Oh!
Yep.
And then
Can someone...
on the floor back here, you see another broken potion bottle that says "Essence of Fire Ella."
Ooh. Can someone give the enlarging one to a halfling or...
It's broken. There's
It's
nothing
broken.
in there.
Yeah, both of these are broken.
Yeah, but see, there were like some blue stuff there, just a little taste to see if it does something.
I'm gonna taste it.
Me too.
Okay. It tastes real bad. And you guys watch as Dirter's thumb blows up to 5 times the size that it should. And
Wants to play some more.
Ty's right ear does the same thing, kind of balloons out.
I can't hear you.
That's it.
The blank tire thing.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask Spark to do an Arcana check on?
Yeah.
I kind of wander out from a shards of a broken pot when I hear my name being spoken. Just kind of wander over, don't even really care what you're doing, just snatch it out of your hands and Arcana check, which I will roll.
Okay. 6. With this, elemental potions aren't super unusual. You've heard of potions like Dragon's Breath, or Essence of Fire Giant, or Frost Giant. Like, you've heard of stuff like that before. You've even seen it being sold. It's very expensive. This one, just from reading the what's left of the label, Essence of Fire Elemental is your best guess. And if someone was playing with fire elementals in the plane of fire, that's probably how the Inferno Spider got here.
All right.
I would say mystery solved, lob it behind me in the hopes that one of them catches it
Crash.
and just storm off.
I wanted to shit. Damn it. I wanted to say that I wanted to keep the potions as proof on how stuff got here.
Can I ask, if I go here to the distillery, is there something still in the pot?
Just old, kind of dark black gray residue.
Can I pick up a vial and put it in there?
You
Some
would
of the
have
liquid.
to climb into the still.
I will do that.
It's about
Oh,
15 feet tall.
I'm
I
scared
have
now.
a lot of athletics.
Okay, so go ahead and make an athletics check.
That's 26.
26. Like he's done it every day of his life. Hops in that thing, barely touches it, lands, a little bit of dust puffs up, and Dirter disappears.
I just clap and sit behind there.
You hear in a loud voice, that's how you do it, Ty.
I'm
You
gonna jump
actually,
in.
you actually reappear over here.
What?
I'm going to jump in.
Okay.
Just because of that damn comment, okay? Damn it,
Okay.
I got a 9.
9. You get kind of halfway up and then just squeak your way back down the
Oh,
glass.
wait a minute. Yeah, no, it's 11, sorry.
Nah, you still fall on your ass.
I run and try to do the same as an example of how to do it.
Okay.
So
I
it
just
was
shake my head and be like, no.
acrobatics,
Yeah, you can do acrobatics.
18.
18. Yanari lands in the sill, disappears, lands over here.
I'm gonna do it again. I've been mocked again.
Okay.
Can't take it.
I run
19.
19. Yep. Ty jumps in, lands over here.
I run back here and just screams, "It teleports us! This is amazing!"
Can I pick up some spider corpses and keep them?
That
can.
was
own.
that was my thought.
That's
I was gonna grab a leg.
No, I'm gonna take the baby spiders. I want to keep a baby spider.
Can I chop off a pincer for good luck?
Totally. Like a trophy.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I want to revive it later on, maybe if I can
Oh,
find
dear
it.
God.
And I want to keep it as a pet. As a tiny pet.
You can do whatever you want when we're done here, because I don't know. I
Next
don't know what
campaign,
you're
boys.
getting into.
Yeah.
Everyone has giant rat and fire spider mounts.
I run into a room and just like, oh dude.
So, you guys do know that you'll have to go back to Glow Kindle in order to collect your payment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've figured out this.
Is in the stairway.
Tell him about it.
Is the rubble at all movable?
It is not. It has been so caved in and collapsed, there's no way. You don't even know where you would come out.
I just spawn out of a distillery. How bad could things get?
I don't know.
I'm gonna jump back into a distillery just for fun, just for last time.
Johnny.
Because how often do you see something like that?
Okay, so for sake of brevity, you guys both jump back in. I'm not going to make you roll.
Natural 20.
Well, Ty jumps in first, and you just stand there. And Durder was expecting you to disappear, and then Durder fell on you because you weren't gone, and now you're just standing there together. It is still looking at each other.
Wanna make out? Wait.
Oh.
I push Ty down.
Damn it. Let's get out of here then.
Whatever was in there
Yeah.
seems to have been used up.
Yeah.
God.
Let's just
God
start going
damn
back.
Let's
it.
return to Glow Kindle and collect our
You
prize.
can do that.
Yay!
So, you make your way back. No more giant rats. No more fire spiders. You're all a little burned and cut and bludgeoned and been hit. And the tavern is in full swing. Glow Kindle sees all of you, rushes over. How'd it go? How'd it go? How did it go?
I start to explain about the potions and the giant spiders,
I show him the
about
stuff as he
rats,
explains it.
and
Yes, of course.
that there may be some old wizard tower down there with some kind of creepy stuff, but it's empty now. So you just be able to
Nice.
block the door and the entrance and just leave it there for later.
I offer him
For
a
someone
monster.
else.
So you guys present the bits of the fire spider, or the picture maybe.
Yeah, present the baby.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So he starts to immediately panic and is like, oh, well, we're gonna break that wall right up, aren't we? And he snaps his fingers, and two dwarves come out from the back. He's like, take care of that for me immediately. Need to run a business here. Anyways, here's your money, and he hands you all bags of gold. You have free room and board at my sister's inn down the road. There for you for the next couple of nights. Thank you very much. Maybe just don't tell anybody about this. That'd be great.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Sure.
Do you know a necromancer?
No, I don't know.
Damn it. Okay, I'm
Can I
sorry.
also
I'm just.
add
There
I'm gonna add
might,
also a little thing.
Be a portal or some kind down there, or has been to like a fire plane.
Oh, I didn't hear any of that at all.
So
No,
just
no,
block it up,
So
block it
if-
up, and ignore that there was anything.
Yeah,
I
well,
go
if you
for-
want us to keep quiet, I think we're gonna need a little bit more money than that.
Can you
Yeah.
make a persuasion check for me? Take it with advantage because Yanari's helping you.
Yep. That's 18.
Okay. Fine, whatever you want, whatever, I don't care. Take, and he runs over, you see him disappear into a back room, he comes out, yeah, fine, just, thank you. You're always welcome here at the Wizard's Tower Brewing. I need to change that name. Fuck. And walks away.
Can I make a sleight of hand at the Laria to try to get the pearl?
Yes. You're gonna have to really roll super duper high because it's like way down in her bag.
Then he gets natural 20.
Yeah, basically.
That's an 8.
No. Alaria, there is a hand in your bag.
My tail grabs his hand and pulls him down. Like, what the hell you think you're doing, man?
Oh, I thought that was my pocket. Sorry.
Oh my god.
It's not even a good excuse.
To distract them, I take up my lyre and just start playing and singing, just to like make everyone focus
Oh my
on something
God.
else.
From across the room, I'm sat at the beer taste table having more beer, and I just cast Shocking Grasp, but I've got nothing in my hands, so my hands are sparking with electricity, and I just go... make the... I'm watching you from across the room.
Okay.
I
go
rolled a
to
17 performance for that
Smooth.
lyre
Great
play.
performance.
Yeah, good playing. You actually have a few people come up and clap and toss a few coins at your shoes and...
Woo!
I
I grab the coin.
I go up to Spark and say, "You lost a bet."
This is a Most
And
Potent
you owe
Brew. So as these guys kind of they take a well-deserved long rest. This is a Most Potent Brew. You can find it on DM's Guild. You can find it on Drive-Thru RPG. I think it's from Winghorn Press. I ran a slight variation on it. It's a lot of fun. It's a really great first-level adventure. Giant Inferno spiders! I tried to eat somebody! So thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to my wonderful, wonderful players. I hope you guys had a good time. I really love running these games. So we will see you guys later. I still haven't set a date yet for the May game. My schedule's kind of crazy next month, but we'll get it figured out. Until then, we will see you guys later. Bye, everybody!
It's alright.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye!
Thank you.